Oh, hello there, lovelies. Welcome to Fablemancer's. Holy smokes, it has been a day, and I am so glad to be here with you all. I'd like to start us off by acknowledging that we are on the traditional and unceded territories of the Musqueam Nation. It is a privilege and pleasure to work, play, and create on these beautiful lands, and I remind you to go to native-land.ca to inquire more about the lands that you are occupying at this moment. Remember, it's international, so no matter where you are in the world, you can look this up and educate yourself a little bit. So, last time we escaped the clutches of Strahd and encountered new clutches in the form of a weird tower of lightning horribleness, including 2 empty floors that Wizard of the Coast just added for no reason. Ascending to the top of which you would eventually come to learn would be called Van Richten's Tower. You uncovered a bit of a weird mystery, a lived-in space, very much a weird monster hunting, vampire slaying, maybe slaying, gross place. A place of research and much safe sleeping and uncovering the fact that Rictavio, your ally, is not just any old half-elf bard weirdo. He's also Van Richten himself, with a little bit of disguise. He peeled his face off and was like, haha, I got you. Oh, that text box is really just having a time. Hang on one sec. Boop. We can't cover Poe that much. And shrink. There we go. Put your reading glasses on for that one, folks. We'll figure that out later. Having inquired with Van Richten, he informed you a bit that the book that he took from you way back in Valaki was in fact the Tome of Strahd. A lot of information, personal information about Strahd contained within its bounds. And the key to his defeat rests in you being able to reclaim the Dawnbringer sword and sweep out a few of his allies along the way. Taking on Strahd is going to be a bit more involved than just the fated 4 of you, as Sister Attala has returned to her homeland at the behest of Exius. We'll hear back more from her later. But in the meantime, you fought off a wave of werewolves as you exited Van Richten's tower, engaging with them in the field, nuking them from the skies, chopping them up, missed bite attacks, missed claw attacks. They struggled. These poor wolves, even with their pack tactics and prone knocking abilities, you handled them swiftly. Esmeralda, arriving on her wagon, had set up little turrets, so you had little like support cover fire going on. It was great. She's informed you that the werewolves have become a bit of a problem and has requested you help her take them out, clear out their den. She's done a bit of scouting, so she kind of knows the way, but the road will be a little bit perilous for just a single capable woman, so she has requested your help. As you hit the road, you know that Barovia is quite small, so it won't take you long to get to your destination, but you do take a short rest before we get going. And as you're resting and enjoying yourselves, Esmeralda is going to come up to your group. So a lot's changed. How exactly did you go about creating your own laws in Valaki, shall we say?
Oh, well, it turns out, I don't know if you ever met the chap, Isaac, I think his name was. Got a little bit uppity with our friend, put him down, and then we returned the favour. And, you know, with that kind of became the new sheriffs, because there wasn't one anymore. It wasn't intentional, I don't think. I mean, we were sure happy to put the Burgermeister in his place.
Fair. Having seen Isaac myself, big flaming sword and not a lot of personality. Works out all right. So you killed him? Or did you just... Because the story goes a little bit differently. Sorry, as I remember the story, and not what my brain just decided you said. As you recall, the story that you had put down and that Esmeralda knows, not Sam making a mistake, is that you heroically defended the town against Strahd's baddies, and Isaac gave his life in service of defending the town. When in actuality, the four of you, or the five of you at that point, did a little bit of a beatdown, protecting Sister Attala from Isaac's horrendous overexertion of the law, then imposed your own justice. And honestly, the town has thanked you for it, except for the burgomaster who locked himself away. Esmeralda turned back to you. Wow, that's quite a tale. Honestly, with the town in such a stable environment, perhaps prices will someday go down. I heard you had a bit of an altercation with haggling.
We paid fair price for most of the things, I'd say.
Indeed, I heard nothing else. Only the fairest prices were made to purchase many of the goods that you now carry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we had gold, we would have given them some of it, but we just passed on some of the IOUs that the Burgermeister was tossing about. So, we did return the town's wine supply. That's petty. That's not nothing. And gave him a hell of a show.
Indeed. And again, the stability you've provided is quite nice. I rested my wagon there for a night, and town was quite empty, except for those hanging about the Blue Water Inn. Whatever happened to Lady Watcher?
Oh,
They returned as a
did dust? Yeah.
Dusted? Was that the end of that
Did we
one?
kill her?
Did she?
I can't remember if we killed her or not.
The bird
I
of
think we did.
wife, right?
Yeah.
No, that was
That is.
no.
It was the one that had the cult in the basement, and we tricked them all.
Yeah.
It was a bit of fun, and then she lost.
Yeah,
her
no,
mind
she's
after her
super
daughter was a
dead.
Kitty cat.
Okay, so we did kill her. Got
Yeah.
it, got it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we managed.
We left when the suns were coming in.
Right, yeah, that's it.
right.
Yeah, we right blasted her.
Yeah.
Evil
Got
one
from
from her
fun
get
or
strong
something. So
effects.
Impressive.
yeah, we probably shouldn't go back to her place.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we run that town, so it's our place now, as far as the cult is concerned.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Again, I will thank you for such a stable and wonderful environment to visit. That being said,
Welcome.
as we head towards our destination, I've been hearing a bit more about... you see, the werewolves have been putting out more and more packs. They have been gathering citizens from across Barovia. I fear that they are attempting to enlarge their pack by becoming so bold and bolstering their numbers. They could be massing to attack any of the settlements.
Why?
I am concerned that the werewolves have indeed decided to side with Strahd. Before it was only outliers and few particularly strong werewolves, but none of them were able to unite them all in Strahd's will, let's say.
Well, how do we break that will and turn those papas into arty?
Well, the ability to break their will is strongest, or to break Strahd's will over them is strongest during a full moon, which just so happens to be coming up.
Convenient.
Even though the clouds obscure everything and we cannot see truly the phase of the moon, according to records, a full moon should be happening quite soon. While their power is augmented, we might have a chance to speak with them directly. If they transform, well, then we're going to have to fight our way out.
Why do we want to go to them when they're at their strongest? That seems counterintuitive.
They'll be stronger against Strahd, possibly. Right. There's a chance to maybe like break the grip with their help, but also, you know, they'll probably turn into werewolves and we'll have to slap some puppies, I guess. Never my favourite thing to do, but...
Are you sure?
I don't like it.
What's that? What was
very
that there?
good.
Well, you like, you know, because it's a new trick, I guess. I was just testing it out. I didn't realise it was going to be such a massive fireball explosion, but, you know, I was pretty excited.
You didn't think that a spell called Fireball would be a massive explosion?
I don't know what that is. Well, I'm not sure how it works. I just do the tricks and then the thing happens. I'm not exactly... Does it have a name? Are you like a wizard? You look like a wizard with your staff.
I have some magical knowledge, yes, but I wouldn't consider myself a wizard.
Oh, well, I haven't seen you do much magic. Oh, that's exciting. There's another magician in the group. We've been travelling together some time. What kind of tricks can you do?
Mostly, what I've shown you thus far. And some medicine,
Like
healing. Not...
And lying.
That's not magic.
But they are tricks.
No, you're right, it's not.
They are tricks. Those are
That's kind of my
hand.
point.
I just said I wasn't a wizard. Why am I getting interrogated here?
Because you're sketchy.
Oh, I'm sketchy. I'm sketchy.
Yes.
You're the one from a secret land with some friend who just went off to do who knows what with who knows where.
Hey, where I'm from isn't secretive at all. My hometown's fine. I'm just buddies with some secretive people. That's not sketchy. I just respect their boundaries, jeez.
So can I have a modicum of that respect then?
No.
That's what I thought.
Esmeralda, is there anything like you could recommend? Are you coming with us?
Of course I'm coming with you.
Oh, good. You got like
Thank
a
God.
word we can say, or like, do they know you? Are we going in guns a-blazing and then hoping for the best, or...
Well, I'm hoping that you're able to make a connection with these werewolves. They have a new leader, and he's young and fit and powerful, and I think we might be able to reason with such a young and new leader. Perhaps we should also look at reaching out to the old guard. Those who were in power before never were looking to destroy others, but they were simply looking for a cure.
Like a cure from being in Barovia? Or...
I wish we could all have such a cure. Returning these lands to their indigenous owners would be quite wonderful. However, it might take a while.
Please. We have to kick Strahd's ass.
Yes, a little Strahd and reconciliation would be wonderful.
All right, well, has anybody got any really good plans for taking on these? Like, should we go and talk to the old guard first? I bet this, like, young, handsome, dashing, like, new werewolf Ilfa is just, like, totally chaired because he's with Strahd. Like Milavoy was. Maybe it is Milavoy.
I was about to say, I know we killed him, but his corpse was also taken by Strahd.
Yeah, that seems likely.
Yeah.
This would be a great way to get back at us, is to amass a werewolf army to unleash on Vallaki.
Yes. Maybe we scope out the young one, see who it is, and if it's not Millboy, we can go talk to him. But if it is, maybe we go get an army of our own. The old
I think we're army enough. We are the
something more than just us.
There's nobody else coming, Iain. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
Maybe everybody, Rilda, obviously, fucking rock and roll.
We need them to go against Strahd anyways. Pretty foot soldiers, they're from big
I had
Anthony.
werewolf foot soldiers. I mean, or like paw soldiers, I suppose. Okay, well, here's this for a plan. I can attempt some... we could do a little bit of recon by turning into a wolf. That'd be a bit fun. I have the wand of polymorph, so maybe we could... I could try it.
Not me. Not it.
Are you suggesting we all become wolves?
I don't have enough to do everybody, but
I could augment your wand to target all of us.
Oh, boy.
I've been very curious to see what it would be like to be a wolf.
Zhannan, you have some reservations. I'm assuming, because your face is basically on upside down at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not the most fond of becoming a wolf. Maybe I could be a raven or a magpie. That would be cool. I'd prefer that over.
What if they try to eat you as you step away?
When I fly.
I don't know, they're pretty quick.
Start flying themselves.
For your information,
At this
wolves are
point-
I'll be
musky.
fine.
At this point, anything
Musky,
can happen. I'm not
stinky.
taking any chances.
Musk is a word for the kind of stink that makes you a little bit horny, and I don't feel any of that towards wolves, thank you.
Stinky it is.
God, Esmeralda's got it bad.
Official canon now, Esmeralda's a furry.
Oh no. Maybe this polymorph idea is getting a bit weird. No wonder you got enough for all of us.
Very. She just came from the convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she was doing in Vallaki while you were gone.
Yeah.
We came to Vancouver for the first time.
Yeah, all those folks that were like in that cult that you broke up, they started a new cult and it's much more friendly.
You know what? That's better. That's better than what they were doing.
It's way better than what they
Objectively better. Oh my god.
I
All
think
right. I like plan A, which stands for animal.
speed stand for
Anthropomorphic
beastie.
animals. We're going to infiltrate and just try and get a look-see. Hopefully it's not strange that a crow is hanging out with some wolves. Probably not. It is Barovia. That seems like something that would happen.
Yeah.
So,
Plus, then I can get a view on things that you guys individually can't see from the ground. Tactics. Nothing to do with my apprehension towards wolves.
yeah, it sounds right. It's also a way to get isolated in the sky and then fall to your death. But, here we are. Tactics. And I'll pull out the polymorph wand. Is this going to use 4 charges?
No, we'll use 1 charge. Esmeralda will augment this with her magic, which you've seen for the first time. You see, like, she unwraps her sleeve, or rolls back her sleeve, and you see several bangles dangling off of it. As she activates one of them, it grows in size and forms a massive green magic circle with arcane sigilry all around it as it augments your spell and is able now to cast on the 4 of you. It will still only last an hour, so you gotta go quick. You know what we didn't do is explain that Poe has once again fallen to pieces and is resting inside the
The
bed.
last battle was rough.
Was rough?
Post
Was it rough?
Yeah.
That pen was worse than its bite.
Who walked into that one?
What?
A pun is just a joke in words
Okay.
perfect.
All right, for the first time when I use the polymorph wand on myself, I won't have a top hat on.
Oh,
We're going in, but I will have like a really dark spot on the top of my head, and it'll be a little bald.
Yes. Yes. Good. Excellent. God. Okay, so do I have to look up wolf stats for the rest of the next hour?
yeah, that would be helpful. You can have
Okay,
a
great.
stop block.
Amazing. I love that D&D Beyond offers a audio how to say wolf on the wolf page.
I appreciate that very much.
It's great. I love
It
it.
just meant
Oh my god, I have 10 more feet left.
Yeah, it is.
No, then I won't. I'm not gonna push play. That voice is probably copyrighted.
Yeah.
That voice. Oh god, okay.
You know, sometimes in D&D Beyond, you can just like hover and then it only works on full screen. So if you have it in like quarter screen, like I do for having all my notes up, it does not do the same effect, and that's really dumb. Anyway, it's not opera, so we're fine.
Right.
All right. But as you go to polymorph, I would also like each of you to do a history or survival check to see what you know about werewolves. We know that you didn't know much about vampires, so maybe we'll know a little bit more about werewolves.
Ooh,
Nah.
23. My fear has fueled a lust for knowledge, it seems.
I rolled a 15.
Got a 5 with history.
With a 5. A big old 5. You know that werewolves don't like the sunlight.
Right, of course. That makes perfect sense.
They also have 5 octaves of howling that they reserve for special occasions. Particularly the 5th one. It's quite up there. Celine D. Wolf. Yep. Starring here in Barovia. My bark will go on. With the that was a 5. Say, what was the next highest?
15.
15. Okay, so you know a little bit more about werewolves. You know that your weapons have been silvered thanks to Van Richten's efforts. They do not like silver. It hurts them a lot. You also know with a 15 that I believe it was almost said Sister Attala cast a particularly powerful spell called Moonbeam on one once. And it had a very interesting effect of knocking them out of their form. And Zhannan, what did you get at the end?
23.
3. What don't you know?
The survival.
Wolves?
I am scared of them, so I know how to avoid them.
Oh, that's right. You do have intense fear. That is interesting. What you remember from your previous fight is that when they're in their werewolf form, they're actually a little bit more vulnerable, easier to hit, not as skittish. You know that they also don't have really any sort of mental stats, so they're physical beings, and a lot of their fortitude is bulked up in their constitution, but not so much in their brain. So assaulting them with mental assaults is probably the way to go. Yeah, you know that there are also like more powerful. The older that werewolves get, the more in tune with their form they get, and that can result in unique abilities, unique resistances, etc., etc. You've even heard of a werewolf that once could resist silver, but not in these lands. That being said, in a werewolf den, you know that they often will keep either livestock or prisoners in order to feed their more base urges. You know that they burn through a lot of calories when they shift forms, so it's important to keep your appetite sated. Werewolves are most difficult when they fight together, and yeah, so you figure tactically if you can find a way to split them up and keep them from grouping up, you might have a better shot at taking them out. That's about it. Oh wait, actually that's not about it. There's one more thing that is important. Because you are so well versed in vampires, you know that at least in the material realm, you're not sure about here, that where you come from, werewolves are granted their power by a deity. This deity has inflicted them or given them the boon of lycanthropy, depending on how you view it. This deity goes by many names, but the one you know them by is the Night Mother. Or the Mother of Night, if you will. It's interchangeable. And that's what you know about werewolves. You're feeling particularly well equipped to take them out.
They also can't see you if you don't move. So just keep those points in mind when we're fighting them.
Right, well,
Right.
you can
Will
try
do.
that one. I'll stick to being far away from them and continually moving.
Also a good strategy.
Zigzag on the zen.
Can't catch me.
All right then. You transform into your wolfy forms. Malakai, you've already described yours. Zhannan, what does yours look like?
If I can be a bird.
Oh, right. Sorry, a bird. Yes, yes, you can be a bird. You are a crow magpie hybrid, or did you decide on one over the other?
Probably a magpie. They're both corvids. Magpies just have a little bit of color variation to them. And I look like a normal magpie except for the feathers on the head. Some of them are inverted and come forward in like a imitation of my normal hair with little black and white streaks floofing on.
I
Just
love it.
little bird.
Yes. And Iain?
I look like a traditional gray wolf, except where my glasses are usually, I've got those two dark, like, fur around where they go. And then the locket that I wear is like a little white patch on my neck.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And Esmeralda looks like they are a very large, like, more muscular than average wolf. Dark gray fur, except they've got little socks. And on top of that, also, like, around their, like, collar neck region, there's a little bit of a red tinge showcasing, like, the shawl that she wears normally. Yeah, it's quite good. Is immediately, like, walking around almost as if, like, trying to check themselves out, but doesn't have a mirror to see.
Oh, I love her. Wait, come on. All right. Guess we just approach.
Yeah, everyone's like, and then you're Zhannan.
Yeah, we'll push into the camp, trying to make our way to spot the alpha.
All right, as you head down the path a little ways, you notice that as you go, as you're about to head into the tree line, you notice that above the tree line there is a side of, like, a rocky mountain, and it is wide, and there is, like, a torchlit cave, like, on the top, so, like, kind of winding its way up a path. You see where the cave is, and there's a gaping maw on the side of this mountain that is very wolf-like. Hit your save buttons now.
Yeah, I'll do the nose point with the paw up.
Yeah, it looks about, like, 100 feet up, like, on the, like, vertically 100 feet, so you're gonna have to spend some time kind of weaving your way up and across. As you make your way up, how are you ascending the mountain?
Wolf-like.
I want to fly a little bit ahead, and when I see other wolves, like if there's one or two, I'll just let out a little chirp amounting to the amount of wolves up ahead. Just being like, hey, there's two up ahead. There's three.
Yeah.
There's one.
You know, even though there's, like, a path here that's going up, it is very much a walking path. There's no sign of any wagons going up here, or like, it's very much a game trail that's been, like, extended just a little bit. So it's very overgrown. Lots of gnarled roots and vines on the path to make it kind of trippy. If you weren't in these forms, it would be hard, but your wolf bodies are quite receptive to walking over this. And as you continue along, you notice that Iain, you feel that weird pit of your stomach feeling, except it's weird because your stomach is, like, in a weird spot now. And as you're reaching out with these feelings, you almost feel a connection to some of these trees, and you, and only you, can see that there are little green sprites kind of dancing among the trees. They don't seem harmful. Do you try to interact with them?
I think I stop for a second and I kind of look up into the trees, maybe sniffle at them a little bit just to see if I can tell what they are, because that would be my instinct as opposed to just guessing, I guess. Can I roll like Arcana, or what would I roll for?
Perception with advantage, since you're in your wolf form and you're giving it a sniff.
Wolf perception is or +3. So first one's an 18. Second one is a 22.
Wow. Okay, 22.
19 plus 3.
With a 22, this connection, you feel it's in a weird spot because your stomach is where maybe your staff incorporated itself into this form.
Oh.
It's the staff, whatever magic's in it, is reaching out to these entities around you, and the little green lights are almost like the spirits of the woods here, the vine blights that exist within these woods respond to you. And at the moment Sorry?
I was gonna say, can I request that they like follow us and like maybe help us?
Oh, they are definitely following you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Without your perception, you would never have noticed the way that they climb and infect from tree to tree. What you saw back at the Wizards of Wine is like all of the roots the vineyard had been infected and like shambling around. But these ones existing within the forest as they are, it's not just like a singular form that they carry. They are these little sprites, these pieces of the forest that are inhabiting trees and are able to take them and possess them and turn them into blights and bend them to your will. You feel a strong connection to them, and when you require them, they will be there to help you.
Amazing.
Lest you lose control, but we'll get to that later. Anyway.
No, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Continuing along the mountain paths, in the air, Zhannan, you notice that there are a pair of werewolves. And as you observe them and from the sky, they appear to be on like a patrol. Both of them are kind of walking very casually. They seem to be chatting with each other in a language you do not understand unless you speak wolf.
As far as I know, I don't speak wolf. I want to land on a tree nearby and give my little tweets and watch.
Make a stealth check.
With bird stat?
Yeah, with bird stat. This is to determine, you're going to get these trips off. This is to determine whether you are able to blend in with what the environment is, or if it's a little bit noticeable.
Okay. Is 19 on the dice plus 2 is my dex.
Hugely, yeah. You let your little cars. The werewolves look in your general direction, but don't spot you directly, and don't really seem to care. Like as you continue to watch them, they looked in your way, just kind of out of habit of like, was that something worth investigating? And because you're a bird, and because like they can't really see you where you're perched, and you're smaller, they don't really pay it any attention. What would the other two like to do?
I think we'll
we
just
hear
cross on. Yeah, we're definitely.
Yeah, swivels.
Yeah, how would you like to avoid them then?
Do we want to avoid them? I could come up. I'm feeling a bit confident, I think, there to just want to, like, trot on past them.
I think Iain would probably try and hide from them. But, like, because they're werewolves and we're just regular wolves. I'm worried they're going to assume we're trying to zone in on their territory and just attack outright. Can I tell which way the wind is going for, like, scent purposes?
Yep. With your advanced senses, it's easy enough.
That's honest.
Which way is it going? Are they smelling us first, or are we smelling them first?
You are smelling them first.
Okay, so we have the cantors that way. So is it just trees, or is there like brush I could like kind of scurry under and peer out of?
It is. There's a lot of overgrowth and brush, so it would be easy to jump off the path and potentially hide.
Okay. If they walked by because I'm a wolf, would I be able to understand them if they were talking?
No.
Okay.
What if we had comprehend languages?
Malakai, you're very
What
confident
is-
in that. Too confident. 5.
I'm ready to go. They love wolves. I know it. People, I know it. That's why I suggested the plane. So I'm just going to trot on.
Okay, I think I will follow at a distance just in case something goes wrong and I have to run away.
And what did Merelda do?
Yeah, where is she?
Yeah, like she's padding behind you. She'll kind of follow your lead.
Okay, well, if she seems confident, then I'm even more so.
I would just also really like to enjoy this moment because y'all faced off with like 6 werewolves and dozens of wolves last time, and you're just like, fuck them up, boom, 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 out they go. And now there's 2 werewolves, and it's like, oh my god, we can't get past.
I'm being cautious. I'm not my usual self. I'm a wolf.
No, I think you're doing
They're
great. I just want to really highlight that fact.
This is what
So you're
happens.
going with the
Huh.
confident stride by. Yeah, I'm just a wolf and you're just a werewolf, and we got lots in common, but not tonight.
We're just passing through. Pay us no mind.
Is there any sort of role you'd like to make, Malakai? To
I think I would do performance.
Okay,
Like,
sounds fun.
maybe, like as they're getting close, like we're just kind of like wolf following each other, and I'll like turn and like nip at Esmeralda, and we can like kind of do a little like wolf like rah, like tussle, and then I'll like kind of scamper ahead, and like we'll do a tussle as they get close, and then we'll like take off running, chasing each other, and like get around them. So I'll try that.
All right. Perform for me.
16 plus 7 is the 23.
23. You execute your plan perfectly. The werewolves don't really pay you much mind at all. They're used to having wolf underfoot, under paw. They don't seem, and they haven't spotted our magpie friend, so they are not really that suspicious of you either. Despite having a bowl cut for a wolf and interesting markings for the others, you notice now that you're up close that they too have their own interesting set of markings. You can't really in these werewolf forms, you can't really determine their sex. They're very androgynous looking, extra furry, like full coverage up here, a rippled muscle going down into Just a bit of a bump. Surprisingly, they both have tails, like really bushy, long tails. You notice that this definitely helps them with their balance as they walk around. And the odd, like, guttural, like, language that they are uttering, this lichen language, is not decipherable. You comprehend language. It appears that there's enough animal noise in there that it is interfering with what you're hearing. So you get like every like 10th word. That being said, if you have speak with animals, you might get a little bit more.
Nope.
Don't think I do.
Iain, what was that?
I don't think I do. No, I could probably take it, but I haven't. So.
Nope, that's all right. There's no requirement to take it. Well, there's
It's seeming to be more and more
prerequisites to take it,
useful, though.
Amazing. So as you pass them, you don't really gain any sort of like information from them other than Esmeralda is looking at them way too long. Like a good 8 count before like she turns her head back. Again, they haven't noticed.
Keep trotting along.
Be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Making it to this next part, you get to the top where there is the mouth of the cave. The open jaws of the wolf's head form a 15-foot high canopy. This rock of the cave mouth is surrounded by like natural pillars that very much resemble fangs. And if you peek inside, you can see like it's kind of lit. There's like iron sconces on the walls. The lights that they cast light up the ceiling quite well. It's about 20 feet tall, and then there are plenty of shadows to kind of skulk in as the flames flicker back and forth. You also hear an odd sound, and at first this very pleasant and sorrowful melody is being played on some form of flute, or some sort of woodwind at least. Probably a flute, could be something else. Maybe it's a really janky recorder. Most notably, though, is like the as you like listen to the tune, any of those that are at least a little bit musically inclined would notice that some of the notes are just flat out wrong. They're discordant. The progression of music, it feels forced and unnatural. And while the emotion that is conveyed is sorrow, it's pockmarked with these like really terrible notes. What would you like to do?
I don't think I have music things, but this is a long shot, and this is just how my brain's working. I want to see if I can tell, and this is probably not, if the notes that are being played incorrectly spell something out. If I know music well enough to track what notes.
That is so cool. I love that beyond words.
But I don't think it's a thing, but like that's where my brain went. Someone's trying to send a message out the cave.
You could use a history check to get to this. You could use a performance check also to get to this. Otherwise, make your case for a different check.
For which, sorry?
You can make your case for a different check otherwise.
Okay. No, I think history probably, because that's like your history of music. You might guess. Okay. Can I use Iain stats for that, or do I have to use them?
No, you can use Iain stats. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a little hand wavy with some of this.
Okay. Well, let's see. Where's my history? That is a 12.
Oh, with the 12? Yeah, you listening to these notes, and if this is a code, it is definitely ciphered. So while you're able to pick out notes, it's not directly spelling anything out.
Right.
Okay.
You said that there's enough shadows that we could skulk in.
Yeah, and as you make your quick checks, everyone can make perception.
Okay. Perception with, sorry, I'm going to keep asking, perception with Iain or with the wolf? Because either.
Cool.
I got a 10.
Oh.
I mean, my perception's bad.
So 18 plus 3, so 21. I'm using the wolf stats.
21. Very good. So as you kind of like sniff around, you quickly notice that you're going to need to hide. You smell 2 humans, but like funky humans, so probably werewolf humans. As from inside the cave, walking out, you see 2 humanoids making their way. If you don't dive for cover, you will be spotted very quickly. If you try to play it off nonchalant, we can see what happens. And if you do decide to dive away, there aren't a lot of hiding spaces up here. One of it is kind of like on the cliff ledge, which will be difficult to hang off onto. The other is to try and book it back down the path. Or other ideas. What you got?
How far into the cave are we, if at all?
You're not. You're right at the entrance. Yeah, right at the entrance.
Okay. Could I just dive off into the brush and just pretend to be a regular wolf, just hanging out, just like we did with people passing? So like hiding, but not like hiding.
Yeah, I'll
Just
do.
getting out of the way.
We'll do like a similar thing. We'll just kind of like sit at the mouth of the cave and like turn my back so that I'm like looking out over the woods as if I'm like just on guard duty.
Wait,
Yeah. Okay. Hiding in plain sight. As and Magpie Zhannan, you don't need to hide. No one's gonna spot you at this very particular moment. It's just the 3 wolves doing their thing.
Just in the tree.
Esmeralda is going to follow suit and also pretend to be Wolfie.
digging for roots.
Not lose her cools. So as they walk out, you see the 2 turn to each other, and one of them looks up. Well, what have we here? Aren't you a little beauty? And will reach down and begin to scruff up who's closest. Makes the way past Malakai towards Iain and begins scruffing you.
I react like I enjoy it.
You do. It's quite wow, that was a great check. You feel great. Like there are like they're giving you all the best like rubbies like right here like in the chest area. Their other hand has moved closer towards your tail. And this is incredible. The euphoria going through your body. You need to make a wisdom saving throw. DC is 18.
That's so cute. I rolled a 7.
As you give in to your this new sensation, you uncontrollably begin to thump your right leg. You're like your right hind leg.
Oh no!
It's just like toot, 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 toot. And like you can't help but like put your muzzle up to the sky. Esmeralda like watching this like full on like not looking away. Absolutely not.
Selling.
She wants
Using their best phase with what you doing out here, little guy?
You just kind of wiggle.
No.
Lost in the sauce.
Yeah, after a little bit of this, how'd you get past the alarm? That's so cute. We need to double check.
Ooh, good to know that there's an alarm though.
Asiana, can you go check the wards, please? And like she motions to the other human figure as she like rolls her eyes and begins to walk off. 3 little puppers. Are you a little family? Oh, your little family.
Definitely.
I'll like headbutt her, like the hand petting Iain, so that it's like on me now.
Yeah. Iain, the charm is broken, and you feel like a little like coming down off of this. As Malakai, you two are inundated with all the best pets. You can make a wisdom save should you choose.
I fail.
Your leg starts to go like just full tilt, tail wagging. This is the best you've felt since you've come to Perovia. Then,
Much more easy to make friends as a dog.
yeah, everyone wants the dog sandwich. Every party ever.
So just to clarify, these are two like. What are these?
Yeah, these are like 2 femme-presenting humanoid figures. One has trotted off down the trail. Both are armed with spears. There is a spear at your feet, as Devanka is more occupied with petting you than patrolling and guarding this area right now. Asiana has gone down the path to go and look for some wards that were mentioned. Yeah, and her spear is a little bit longer than standard, so it stands like quite a bit above her head. There is feathers dangling from it, black crow feathers, 2 of them. And what's interesting about these feathers is that they catch the light in a weird way, and as they do, like the light from the sconces, there's like a shimmer to them, almost as if they have like a little bit of a rainbow reflection.
Can I like get an up close look at this person? And go ahead.
I was gonna fly. I was thinking about flying into the woods and using mimicry to create like a scream. Does it have to be something that I've heard has a crow?
No, it's anything you've heard ever.
Stats. Okay, cool. Because they're both humanoids, go into the woods kind of between where they both are and scream like a human. And then my intent is to get them both to go, my friend got hurt. And then to each other away from us.
All right.
The one checking the wards drops the wards, and the one over here leaves. Is my intent.
Okay, I want this to go for this check. Does mimicry specify a thing, or is performance going to get you through it?
It says the raven can mimic simple sounds it has heard. A creature that hears the sounds can tell their imitations with a successful DC to 10 wisdom check.
Would you like to do anything to make this more convincing and increase that DC?
Can I use survival to increase it by picking up a stone in my mouth and dropping it to make it clattering sound?
That's
so you can hear clatter, 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 scream.
Absolutely. If you are so I'm gonna set the DC for this at 12. And for each additional point, we will increase the DC.
Okay, cool. What am I rolling? Just survival check?
Yep, that's fine.
Cool.
So 12 will get you a success. Everything higher than 12 will increase the DC.
I got 16. Ew.
So +4. That's huge.
Sweet.
So DC is now 14 for them to decipher that this is a mimicry. I rolled a 13 + 0.
That's sick.
So you make this blood-curdling noise in the distance, and then the thump of the rock sounds perfect, as if a body has like slumped over and hit the ground. Both of them ears perk up. You see the Vodka, who's been petting you, stop immediately and then transform before your eyes as she runs into the woods down the ways. And you can see that Asiana has stopped looking for the ward and has also bolted in that direction, leaving the front door unguarded.
Cool.
Do we have to roll the papers to go check it out?
Nope, this is you're good. They have not perceived you to be a threat. Shiz your wolves.
They need.
The door's open.
All right, let's go check it out. Yes, definitely. But stealthily, in case there are other wolves in there.
There likely are other wolves there, so yes, stealth is grand. Padding inside, you see that the cave branches to the left and to the right. To the right, you can hear. What is that? That. To the right, you can hear like dripping water, and to the left, you can hear the murmurs of people.
What?
People.
Where's the flute music
They
coming
think
from?
they're peoples. Where's what?
Where's the flute music coming from? Is it left or right?
Oh, it is echoing from inside the cave. It's very difficult to discern where it is coming from. Likely left, but it because it's like reverberating across all the rocks in here. Yeah, difficult to figure out where it's coming from exactly. So you've got water on one side, flute music all around you, and then kind of like murmurs as if people were talking or howling or...
Can I like sniff for the alpha?
Oh, that's great. Yes, you can.
Love that.
Sniffing for alpha males.
Yeah, well, who isn't?
Yeah, fully off the rails now.
20. 30.
Yeah, Dirty Alpha 20. You do pick up on the scent. It is particularly musky, but more importantly, it smells like Valaki. And it is definitely to the left. Oh.
I start heading left.
I follow reluctantly, but I do follow.
I'll follow by quickly flitting from one sconce to another and shoving my little bird body in behind each sconce as I go.
Beep, beep. It's pretty warm, but yes, you can. Just don't get close enough to the fire to take a fire damage, because then you drop your floor. So as you enter into the next area, the three wolves are skulking a bit, but not too much. There are 9 other wolves in this area. Many of them are sleeping or appear to be sleeping. One is begging at the table for scraps. The others are kind of just playing with each other. And one is cleaning themselves. You also see in this room a humanoid figure. And this humanoid figure is playing the flute.
Are they?
Even though you are much closer now, you still cannot tell that he's the one that's playing the flute. It just seems to be... He seems to be in like the part of the chamber where it resonates perfectly, no matter... And so the sound is in every area of this cave. He's quite old, leathery skin, a lot of it hanging kind of loosely on his body, long, thin, silver hair, super unkempt and scraggly beard. Interesting mole pattern on the face. Very noticeable and distinctive. But not ugly. It was just very interesting. Almost captures your eye and makes you want to look, and it's very appealing.
Have they noticed
He's playing
us?
this music with his eyes closed at the moment.
So,
Is this is Master Flutesmith here, the alpha that I smelled?
No, it is not.
So old.
Are they present in?
No. They're deeper. The smell is deeper into the cave. Goodbye, bot. You're getting out of here.
Then we'll continue down the hole. Proceeding with plan out.
Can I sniff at the old guy as we pass, just to try and figure out what he is, if he's purely human, or if I can smell werewolf on him?
You definitely smell werewolf on him. You don't have to check. But as you approach to
Maybe
do
powder.
this, you just, with his eyes closed, the plane stops, and he says, "When Kirill returns, he'll skin you alive." And without opening his eyes,
When
begins to play again.
Sorry, when who arrives?
He says the name Kirill.
when
Okay, I follow Malakai down the hall.
The plane resumes. The dogs continue about, or the wolves continue about their business. One of the wolves, as you are beginning to exit, one of the wolves hops up on the table, front legs up, and tries to get at something on the table, and just hear a "Hey, down from there," and then the plane continues.
Dave's the he's like and told it.
Yeah, they don't seem to notice you. The wolves have not reacted to your presence, and you continue along.
sneaky sneak.
Is he the only one who noticed us then?
You're not sure he noticed you.
Okay, interesting.
He did not open his eyes, and
He just spoke.
just spoke out loud, and then continued playing.
We'll do jogging techniques.
God damn it! You can all have a point of inspiration. The imagery alone this episode has been fantastic.
So cute.
It's too cute. As you head deeper in, you notice that more of these sconces line the walls. There are piles of bones, very well maintained, completely stripped of any meat. There is nothing kind of rotting on them. These are have the appearance of being just gnawed on, so you can see the little indents on them. They are very much human bones.
I'll run up and grab one,
Do I have to roll through?
and then drop it in front of Iain.
I have to roll to resist gathering the bone.
That's a you question.
Oh my god! I definitely pick up the bone that is offered to me, and and my tail wags a lot as I continue into the. I'm very excited.
Yeah, there's some impressive specimens here. They appear to be, from what you can gather, and or taste, they are definitely the bones of young humanoid adults. And you
Since
can
I'm
tell
still
that they're
attuned
from
to
adults because
non-binary.
of, I don't know, insert bone knowledge here.
Actually,
What
there's
you think?
a bone in here somewhere that stops growing once you stop growing. They had to x-ray my hand to tell when they could do my spine surgery.
That's really cool.
So how soon they could do it.
This is your fun fact of the
Interesting to
day.
me.
I love it. Thank you so much for this.
What a hand
Yeah, now, like, where are you?
in there somewhere.
Like, for minor surgery, just to take a look. And
We're gonna
infected.
utilize our
This is
free
why I
health
don't
care
do
to get an
surgery at home.
X-ray of my entire skeleton.
We got surgery at home. It's just to operate.
Oh my god.
Since I am still attuned to Dawnbringer, can I sense it at any point in these caves?
No, you can't at the moment.
Mighty.
But very interesting. I like that. As you continue along, you notice that there are more and more bones littering the floor and less organized as you get deeper in. Had you been in humanoid form, this might be very difficult to walk across, as you would be crunching bones the whole way through. But with your wings and or lightly padded paws, this poses no problem for you. You see in this area too, sorting the bones and kind of the one that seems to have been making the piles is a long white-haired wolf who stands a little bit taller than all of you. Their fur is ridiculously long but also very well kept. If a wolf could have like long human hair, that's kind of what this looks like. She is picking up bones and kind of nuzzling them into different piles. You notice that she's sorting hand bones and feet bones into different piles. She notices you come in, perks up, and then goes back down to her work. I know it's impossible for you to determine the gender of this wolf by just looking, but the book has decided for me, so it's right here.
Got it. So it's not Milliboy.
You don't
Got it.
know, Milliboy. It's been a while since you've seen them.
You know what? That's true. That's true. I shouldn't make assumptions.
The last time
My
you
bad.
saw them, they were like getting torched and having some issues.
Maybe they found themselves during that whole ordeal. Something
And now they're just a bone
I'm so
chunker.
happy.
From digging up graves
know what?
to like throwing bodies in them to sorting bones. We've come.
It's the natural progression.
I will trot past slowly and respectfully.
Okay. You see as you continue in that there are little coves, kind of in the rocks here. They've been like improved a little bit. There are little piles of moss to make like padding. You notice like they're a little more orderly as you get into this part of the cave. And you can see that there is a very small wolf pup asleep in one of these little coves, all curled up. You notice that they have like a little stuffy that has a little rip on the side from being chewed on. Looks like a little doll. And as you look at it a little more carefully, it's not just any doll. It's a little version of Malakai. But also, it looks as if this version of Malakai has become a zombie. Also, Malakai, you are missing all of your hair.
Just offensive. Still got some. Maybe just got chewed off. That's usually the first bits to go.
Oh God. Interesting.
You notice at the center of the top hat is stamped a very familiar logo.
Is that logo?
It's no fun. It's no Blitzkrieg.
He's just out here stealing likenesses. Can he do that? Is that legal?
AI.
Fun fact, Blinsky is an AI artist.
Of course he
I
is.
knew we couldn't trust him. Oh,
Is no Stalin,
Artist.
is no Blinsky.
oh God. Okay. So
Well,
he trades with the wolves. Good to know. Oh,
we'll keep searching for the alpha. I don't feel like I'm going to take this out.
Make a insight check. You said something very interesting.
not 20.
Okay,
Insight
All right.
plus 2, so that's 22.
absolutely. As you speak that out loud, wow, he deals with the werewolves. You put together that the werewolves are not denied the protections that the St. Ansel's Church provides against Strahd's minions. This would be a big
So they
problem.
can get into town?
They can get into town.
Okay. Oh boy.
More importantly,
okay.
they've been there recently because Malakai is on this doll.
What have we missed while we're not there?
Not much. It's only been like a couple days.
Yes. 2 days.
And Esmeralda said everything was fine, but she was really excited to be a wolf. I love her, I trust her, but I'm suspicious now.
Yeah, I mean, two things, because she's become a wolf, she's not a werewolf because she would be immune to
Yes.
Yeah, the changes, which is another reason why I suggested it.
She's just curious.
Nice,
okay?
nice.
I did not. No, Malachi did not think about that. We press on.
All right. As you continue in, that sense, that alpha depth of intriguingness pulls you towards one particular alcove here. As you see, also asleep, is in a humanoid form, a very almost familiar form, and you can tell it looks like Milivoy, but he's aged a decade.
Can I insight or something check to see if I can figure out why he is aged, or like if that's normal? I don't know, that seems abnormal. It's been a few days and he's aged like a decade. Medicine check, maybe?
Yeah, medicine should work.
Oh. 8 total. That's weird. That's not supposed to happen.
Very weird. Yeah. Again, asleep, looking weird, but is beginning to rise. And as he opens his eyes, you notice that they are pure white. There is not as if blind, but as if the
Red.
what? Yeah, but that part of the eye is like a ring of white.
The iris.
The iris, yeah. The
We
retina,
have a black pupil
the
still?
eyeball, the round part that's inside the other round part, the eye. It's unsettling. Also, it looks a little like it's glowing. It's kind of gross. It's not as beautiful as it sounds when I was describing it.
I don't know. It sounds pretty thick.
Looking at
I
each
love
of you
weird
in your
eye stuff.
animal forms, there's no connection made. Even though, like, this looks like Milivoy 10 years older, it's definitely Milivoy. It's not like a relative or a father figure or anything like that. And as he says, well, it's time. And that's where we're going to take our break.
You are what?
What?
All right.
What?
We're going to take a quick human break. So go refill your waters or other beverages. Make sure you go to the bathroom, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Oh, hello there, lovelies. Welcome back to Fable Answers. Thanks for staying with us through the break as we've been hanging out in a werewolf den. I almost said vampire den. That's not quite the same thing now, is it? Before we dive back in, I'd like to acknowledge that we are still fundraising for the Trans Empowerment Project. This will be going on all throughout the month of June as well, so stick with us. This is an incredible organization that supports gender-affirming care and is led by BIPOC and trans folks, and it offers direct aid and vital resources to our community members, as well as education. So if you have a moment, please go donate. If you don't have that, donate some of your time by just sharing this on your social media. We really appreciate all the help we can get to amplify this voice and raise as much money as we can for these people that are in need. That being said, let's head back to Barovia and into the werewolf's den, where a familiar yet older face awakens to your presence as Milivoy, or perhaps this Kirill, opens their white eyes. Sclera, iris, you name it, it's an eye vocab, we got it. Turning to see three wolves and not quite seeing a magpie that is also hanging out near a sconce. You hear him say, it is time. As he gets up into his large form, standing well over 6'5", a head nearing the top of this part of the cave. The general area of the cave is about 20 feet up, but his quarters are like 8 feet. Looking around. I do not recognize your markings. Are you new?
I'll attempt to howl at the fifth measure,
Holy
as
shit.
I know so well.
We're all gonna die.
Or Malakai
This is with the wolf stats because I'm using wolf stuff. That's 18. Or -2, sorry. 14.
What exactly is the fifth howl register or indicate?
As I indicated before, there are 5 octaves of howling that are available in this
Yes.
area of the world. And Malakai's opted to go for the highest octave and hit that high note. Good lord. As you howl, you do hit it. It's not like perfect, but like, you know, like when singers like go to like sing and they like have to find the note. That's what you're doing right now. You
Yeah,
find
yeah.
it, and then you find it, and you're like, yeah.
But I'm also doing that like thing where you like side eye while howling. Like, am I doing it right?
See, I am sure why you need help, little one.
Yeah.
Just
kinda
like
walk
mass
forward.
confusion. Not really sure what to do about this, and just walks past you.
Honestly, that's case scenario.
And but going out into the like narrow hallway.
Yeah, he's going into the hallway. There is another room at the very back of the cave that you have not explored yet, and he seems to be going there. What would you like to do?
When we just asked him for help, maybe we follow him because we need help.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
If we corner him alone,
He was.
If the
Well,
bathroom's empty,
even further alone, maybe.
I want to. I would try and sneakily fly over his head and then grab onto like the wall or the ceiling and peek through this doorway.
Okay. Peek through the doorway, and what you see, without having to roll, is a room that is carved down. So there's like a little sloping staircase, not really stairs, more like a ramp. Going down. It seems that they used a lot of water to kind of shape this over time. And as you head down, you notice that it opens up and into a holding area. There are dozens of cages down here, and each of the cages are filled with humans. As you fly back up, I'm not sure how you're going to convey all that to your friends.
With my little wings, I go.
It's just like feathers, like going back and forth.
I roll for understanding code. Like,
Dude, with my beak open, wings like oh, and then do like a quiet imitation of the scream. Very quiet.
Yeah, the popular piano stylings of the silent movies of old pick up in the background as you get these questions.
I am a black and white little bird.
so true.
Yep.
How-
Roll. How would you like to interpret this? How are you going to understand what these things are?
Like, I mean, I guess perception or insight.
Yeah.
Which I'm not good at
That's like
either of them, but they're the
understanding
only
things
ones that
based
make
on cues.
sense.
I do like insight. If you've got a reason for a different one, hit me.
I mean, I'm bad at any of it. I'll try insight. Let's see if I can figure it out. No, that's another not 20.
Oh hell yeah!
Why need these for the fight though?
Somehow,
You understand,
you
Bruce?
just like your
It's so
mind
good.
is connected to Zhannan's at this very moment, and every motion that is made is translated perfectly in your mind, almost as if there was a little ticker tape parade going on underneath, as you can read everything and understand perfectly. You know there are.
I'm talking. I love it. I'm chalking it up to being able to read Thieves' Cant because otherwise, how the
Through a strange
traveled
set
a
of
bit. I picked
circumstances,
up a little bit.
Xanon is performing Thieves' Cant without knowing that they're performing Thieves' Cant, and his wings are going.
there's no Thieves' Cant. It's their little thieves.
It
All right,
comes in the
amazing.
coordinate brain.
It's Magpie Cant. It's very similar. It's the origin of the language.
Crossover. You do some filler words. You know. Amazing. Can I? Is there a way for me to convey this to my other wolf compatriots?
I mean, let's be
They will
real.
understand.
Probably not for Malakai.
No.
We're being
What
real.
about Esmeralda?
Esmeralda is not. Nope.
Okay.
Esmeralda's strengths lie in other areas.
I'll just look towards the back of Milivoy and just kind of like
And
Just start nodding, like, oh, no.
giving you attention right now, he's very focused on what
I
he
start
needs to do.
shaking my head. Oh.
I hold up one feather and I point at Iain, and I go,
Okay, I go
I don't think I
closer.
can do that with my feathers, but
Somehow you can.
we motion
Yeah, it's
to
amazing.
follow me and be sneaky.
Okay.
And I want to just peek in and check on what Milivoy is doing. And then if we need to attack, if he's truly alone in here and the rest are like just humans in cages and there's nobody else down here, then we'll give a signal.
He is descending
To bring the other two.
to like down here. He's headed down here. It won't take him long. You can pass him, but it would be for like seconds that you would have alone in this room.
Yeah, I want to follow behind him. We'll just see what he's like doing.
And you want me to follow you?
If you're sneaky still.
I mean, I'm still sneaky. Wolf has +4 and Iain has +11. So if Sam allows me to use Ian's, that's great. But otherwise, 4 is not too bad.
As long as you're not adding those together, yes, you can use them.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
So as you all head down
You can do whatever you want.
into this area, Milivoy picks up a just like a quarterstaff, and runs the end of it along the bars of the cages, rattling them, awakening all the humans that are inside who are sleeping on uncomfortable grounds in deplorable conditions. These young adults appear to be between the ages of like 18 and 21.
Sam, would I know if I dropped my concentration on polymorph? Would it drop the concentration on everybody?
Yes.
Wait till we get out of the cave.
He's about to do some heinous shit.
Oh, yeah, he is. But also, our lives matter a lot.
Okay.
We can't help anybody if we die.
I will remain
One of the boxes,
concentrating.
you recognize two of the young adults in here.
Oh, God.
The two you recognize
With him
Tom
waking
and Bray
up.
Martikov. You know them from the Blue Water Inn. This is Erwin's.
So they've definitely been back to
Yeah.
the town, right?
True.
Yeah. Sorry, we weren't there. We were probably eating dinner with Strahddy.
I think we definitely were at dinner with Strahd.
I want to give a tweet to the others to like come in and go at him, attack him, because he seems to be the only person here.
Oh, you want
To
to
me,
attack him?
at least from the thing.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I like
Yeah.
it. Sure. Okay. While he's making noise, maybe we can drop polymorph and hide. Maybe I'll talk to him.
But, like, hide where, though? I don't think there's anywhere to hide in here.
No, it is a like large cavern. The walls lined with cages that are about 5 feet tall. So all these like people are like squished inside of them. Yep.
I want to cast a magic circle around him, which will prevent him from leaving a...
Oh, it takes a while.
Yeah, what's its casting time?
Does it? 1 minute?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you'd have to like do it for a whole last minute.
And
But that's
can't be in your.
that's a good. We got a good setup if we want. So if we want to go on the offensive, above the table here, I will drop the spell because we can't cast anything as a bird. Like I have to drop the spell before we do anything.
But if you drop it and Zhannan lands, all his chains are going to jingle very loudly. It will alert
I mean,
you.
unless I'm already on the ground.
Ooh,
If
we
you
could.
run
Oh
up and
wow!
tell me,
I mean, it's a
like,
bit of a
get on the
cheat.
ground.
I could
That's
bet.
true. I'd have to get a sign from Malakai that he's going to drop it, though. And I'm following you into the cave. Or are we just peeking around the corner?
Well, I imagine we're like you. I think Xanon's a bit further in, and the three of us are kind of like at the bottom of the ramp at the like entrance of this this little dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then that cool. We could do that. I could tell you to get down. Would it jingle when you stand up?
He's running a big staff along the side of some cages. What's he going to notice? A couple of chains. And a guy
That's true. You do it really
as
fast.
he hits the ground.
Can we stay out of sight, though? Like, can you stay out of sight in that cave? If we do that? Like, is there enough space to hide?
Duck around a corner.
Well, I don't think there's much.
Get in behind one of the cages and just kind of like hunker down.
I mean, you could get into one.
and make it look like I'm in a cage, but I'm actually just like behind it a little bit, shoved in against the side of it.
And they're all humans, not elves, right? In the cages.
Tush, my ears aren't that noticeable. I've got big hair.
Put your hair over them.
Well, just
I don't think. Well, I don't think a secondary.
Just start cripping.
I'd say we use this opportunity with this. Like, is there any other
Yeah.
exits on the opposite side? Like,
Oh, there is no
direction
other
of us?
exits.
So Millivoid's like leading us in here for whatever sick reason. Okay.
Honestly, Millivoy's not.
I don't
leading
think
you
he's
anywhere.
leading us.
He just is
Yeah.
not. He's not really giving you any notice. Your wolves, it's a little out
He
of the
just
ordinary,
follows
but it's
you.
not enough that it's like, oh, I need to like do.
Yeah, we.
this. There's wolves everywhere here.
I'll say we face them down.
I mean,
Okay. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll motion like a little bit back up the ramp quickly. I'll like hop up there and kind of like signal to everybody, like trying to do like my hat thing. Like I'm gonna drop the spell. 3, 2, 1. I will drop concentration on polymorph so that we all revert. And then hopefully we're like not quite in like direct line of sight. I'll lean in and whisper like, okay, we got him cornered. Now I think we just we might want to psych it out like for a quick second. Maybe I'll go in there and talk to him and try and get him talking, and the two of you just think of something awesome and like hit him with something big while I got the distraction. And I'll cast or I'll use my feature fly.
Yeah, you're flying. Yep.
Sorry, Zhannan, what was that?
It just said trapping him in place. I'm gonna trap him in place.
yeah. Are the little sprites in the cave with me, or do they stay outside?
No, they're in the
Or
forest.
can I tell?
They're in the
I would
trees
like
in
to.
the- here.
That's what I thought, but I thought I'd check. Hope, maybe.
It's like petrified
Okay.
trees, but it's not the same.
Yeah, no. Those are dead.
Ancient and the land.
I'd also like to use Ghostly Gaze. Once per short rest, you as an action, you gain the ability to see through solid objects with dark vision with a range up to 30 feet for 1 minute.
True.
To like keep track of Milliboy while he's like kind of out of our line of sight, and make sure that there's nothing else, hiding just beyond the walls. And I'll just give everybody the thumbs up, and I'll be like, let's go. And I'll kind of trod into the room confidently, as if I'm supposed to be there.
Milliboy's back is to the door at the moment, continuing to try and incite fear and intimidate these folks. It seems to be working. A lot of them are cowering. A lot of them are crying out. It's a pretty bleak sight in here.
As I strode in, I'll fix my hat back on the top so it's just sitting with like a slight tilt. Very stylish. And I'll just kind of step in. I'll be like, Master is not pleased with you.
That's what we're leading with.
Turns around immediately and just, you.
And I'll just like, I'll minor image or minor illusion the like Strahd brand like around my eye, like the lid like flares up, and I'll just repeat myself. Master is very disappointed, little pup.
He holds up his hand, and you see Strahd's mark there as he hits it, and it activates.
Cool.
As blood drips from the mark, you feel Strahd's presence heading towards this place. We'll see about that as he shifts into a hulking, lanky werewolf and trods towards you. What would you like to do before we jump into it?
I will wait for my companions to do the thing.
Okay, the only thing I come up with is... Yes, has it been a minute?
Yeah, you need a full minute, 10 rounds. Strahd is heading towards this location at all possible speed.
Okay,
It's been a minute since Malakai walked into the room and said that.
It's been like 10 seconds. 2 rounds, 12 seconds.
Okay. Has he seen me? Am I still like hidden enough behind the wall?
You're still hidden enough behind the wall. Only Malakai has entered the room fully.
Okay. Can I sneak attack and launch my silver-plated rapier at his heart? And just try, if we're gonna do this, can I just try?
Take advantage.
Great. Okay. So I roll just for hit first, and then I do if I can hit it, right?
Mm-hmm.
For this still? Okay, great. Okay. Well, that's an 8 with advantage. The first one was a 4, so... Yeah, no, really not. What do I add to them? This is just to see if I hit him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I add him.
Well, your rapier...
Oh, the rapier. I'm so stupid.
Like you're throwing
Thank
it?
you.
This is like you're throwing it, and it's not a light weapon, so you don't apply all of that to it. It's just your straight dexterity, so it's just a +5.
Okay, so 8 plus 5.
Oh, you're throwing the rapier, not your dagger.
That's too, yeah. Because I figure it'll have a more deep effect than a dagger.
Iain would know that a rapier is not a throwing weapon. It would be difficult, and you wouldn't have advantage, and you would not have sneak attack with throwing the rapier.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do the daggers instead, I guess. I have 2 that I can throw.
One of them's pretty badass.
Well, no, I already used the badass one. I think that's not true. I have 3.
You just don't know what the other one does.
Massive dagger. Okay, then I have 4. I have 4 daggers I can throw at them because I have 2 that I just have. I have that dwarf one we got from that house at some point. I have the one that we don't know what it does.
Which one are you throwing?
Okay. I'll use the one that we don't know what it does first, and then if I get a chance later, I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what does it say here? It's not telling me what I add.
It'll be a +8. It's in your actions tab.
Oh,
So
I'm looking at
8 plus
inventory.
8 is 16.
There it is.
Is the 8
That's
you
16.
need to hit.
So
Okay, that's lucky then. Okay,
Yeah.
so 16. Really fucking lucky. Okay, so then my sneak attack is 4d6. Yes.
Yeah, so D4 plus 1 or plus 46 plus your dex mod.
Okay, 1d4. We'll do that first. That's a 3. And then 46.
Okay. In a second, things do. Guys, but I will.
Get my little calculator out because I'm so shit at math.
Keep the spot.
We're not doing that again. Okay. So that's an 18. And then you said there was plus something else? Or did I
So
mishear?
18 with the dice rolled, then plus 1 for the dagger being a lowest one dagger, and also a plus for your dexterity modifier.
My dexterity modifier is +5. So that's that's the 3 on the d4, a 4, 4, 6, and 1 on the 4d6, plus the 1, plus my dex. That's 24 total.
24 huge points.
Plus the silver platedness.
Okay. As your
Anything
dagger
plus that.
strikes true, I need you to roll a d100.
Okay, so that's the one with all the 1 numbers, the 10s, right?
If you roll
Thank you. I rarely roll these.
If you roll above 92, a special effect will happen.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will just be a straight up crit.
I rolled a 40 and a 0, so that's 50, right?
50. Okay, so you don't get the special effect, but you do get the advantage of it being a crit. So instead of 24, it'll double to 48 points of damage. As you strike Milivoy, who is unsuspecting from this, just as he is transformed, he's expecting the dagger to go wide, but because of its silver nature and its specialty, the runes that are written on it to slay werewolves, it sinks deeply and gets stuck. The ribcage almost breaking from where it enters. He howls out in pain as all of the cages rattle, and you can see you can hear howls coming from the other parts of the cave as they are likely running towards this location. That's your bit of the surprise round. Is there something Zhannan would like to do, or anything else Malakai would like to do?
18.
Or Zhannan, are you just focused on this circle?
Well, if it's gonna take 10 rounds, I don't have that kind of time.
Well, you might.
Not if the wolves are coming.
Because I might give us. Well, I mean, yeah, you'd have to be sitting out this entire fight to pull it off. But if I land banishment, like they'll disappear for a whole minute. Like, so that's kind of like the combination is I banish them, you do the minute-long spell, and when they get back, they're like bound into the magic circle because they, like, you complete it. But that being said, there's probably like 40 fucking werewolves coming barreling towards us, though. I don't know if this is the
Strahd or something.
Yeah, and Strahd. So like,
Malakai also.
I think we need to back pocket this great little combo, but I don't think now is the time for Magic Circle.
Malakai, this combo won't work. You've seen attempted. Banishment magic does not work here. Neither does teleportation magic.
Oh, then I suppose I shouldn't have put that on me warlock list.
So we have to fight our way out of here because we can't teleport out that
in
way.
Barovia with Strahd's rules in place, you cannot use those types of cards.
That makes sense.
Otherwise, you could just cast banishment on yourselves and go home.
Oh yeah, I guess because it is a demi-plane. Thought about it. Okay, we'll scrap that idea. Kill them all. I will take my magic. I'll take one of my silvered cards that I got from Ricky, and I'll cast magic card on it and throw one of.
Okay.
It's a dirty 20.
Again,
Yep.
6 plus 2 card plus 4. So it's pretty good. 9, 8, 13. 13 silver force damage. Oh, no, never mind. Slashing damage. And 2 fire damage. 3 fire damage. Sorry, it's 3 now.
16 total then?
Yeah. And the first, the 13 of it was silvered. Slashing damage.
between your skin.
Wait, you silvered the cards?
Yeah, that's what I asked to get, was the 3 silver cards.
Amazing.
So I could cast magic card on.
Cool. In Werewolf, that would be aggravated damage, but here is just damage, so... Ow! Yeah, he's fucking hurt. He's really not in a good way. Zhannan, is there anything you want to do with this?
I'll jump in and send a guiding bolt at him.
6 feet.
Roll away.
15 to hit.
Roll again. You have advantage from coming out of hidden.
Oh, whoops. I rolled the wrong thing. Okay, ignoring.
Ignore me.
12.
Okay.
15 is my highest.
So as his AC is 16, as we established before, this bolt, you summon your energy together. And you just quickly, with the way that the plans have changed, you're still like partially thinking about the magic circle spell, and you confuse your incantation for a moment, and it's enough that it goes wide, impacting on the stone behind, showering like little sparks onto the cages below. All right, we will roll initiative. Oh, fuck yes. Natural 20 for me.
Hey,
Oh, cool. So
get one in on us. Sam.
I needed a win at some point. Last time I was
in the
garbage.
I rolled a 13. 8 plus 5.
7 for me.
Oh no.
What's that?
Yeah, and Zhannan?
9.
Whiff.
Yeah. I'm very upset that I didn't hit with that spell.
Yeah, that would have made some
That would have been so cool.
changes.
My ego is in the gutter.
Oh. It asked it did more damage.
Exactly.
Surprising Milivoy. In this way, he is his fur is matted with dark red blood. Barely holding it together. A dagger stuck in his right breast, like rib cage area. It's looking bad. Lights out almost for him. Milivoy is going to start his turn by placing his paws on his chest as you see these wounds begin to close up. As he turns his attention towards you, he's going to howl, and I need you all to make a save against fear. The DC for this is 16.
Not.
Do we add anything, or is it just a straight up D20?
It's their wisdom save.
It's wisdom save, sorry. Yep.
It's done? Okay. So that's 11.
You are afraid?
22.
Afraid. Yes, I am afraid. It's
Yes, I got a
incorporated.
22.
Hey, all right.
I got a 20.
I mean, Ian's on brand.
I know it's a Miller voice, so
Yeah, okay, that's the clarification I wanted. Yeah, because you know it's Villavoy, you know it's not like a real wolf.
yeah.
Handling
I know this kid.
Fuck this guy.
Okay. He's going to move to one of the cages. And we'll hold there. This is not the cage with Brahmin Bray in it. It is a different cage, but you don't know.
Okay, so who cares, right?
That's a very Iain, evil Iain.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know. That.
We're making nice with the townspeople. I don't give a shit about anybody. You're a shit ass kid. I don't know what you wanted.
Okay, on initiative 20, another one of the werewolves is going to appear. This is the long-haired white wolf that you saw from before. She rushes in, my liege! As she transforms into her wolf shape, she's going to clap her paws together, and where is it? Yeah. And as she does this, you see little wolves pop out of the ground and little werewolf figures, all clad in like white light as these ethereal things begin to spin around her. As she moves into the room, from behind, so this might not hit Malakai, but it will probably hit Zhannan and Iain since you're the furthest back and not fully into the room. I need you both to make a wisdom save as these little spiritual wolves begin to attack you.
That's 21.
With that one,
That saves.
11.
Oh, that does not. So you take 19 points of radiant damage. I'll have to
Is this
that 9 for Iain. As these wolves impact upon
Can
you.
I uncanny dodge to half that even more?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Rogues, but dude.
What's 9 divided by 2?
4.
Do you want me to round that up to an even 5 for you?
No, you get 4. 19 down to 4. Okay. At least I got Zhannan for the full total. So in this 15-foot area, while you're within it, your speed is halved. And you will continue to take this damage.
Both of us?
Her turn. Let's go. Where? That. Okay. Moving along. It is now Iain's turn.
Okay. I would like to get out of the sphere that is causing me harm if I can, to dash into the rest of the room. If that's possible. Or is it just okay. So my half speed, so I'd be doing 15, right? Instead of 30?
Until you get out of it, and then your speed goes back to normal.
Okay. Is 15 feet enough to clear it?
Yes. Just.
Okay, cool. So I dash out of there. And then with my bonus action, is there anything I can do? It says like, okay, it says two weapon fighting or cunning action, which I can't, which wouldn't help me right now. Unless, is there somewhere I can hide?
In this room, it'd be
For
pretty
now?
tough. Pretty tough to hide. There's a
Yeah.
lot of light. There's cages all around. There's like a big pillar in the middle. You could maybe hide from Milivoid that way, but you also know
Okay.
with werewolf senses, they're pretty heightened. Might not be possible.
Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming actions and comment for my bonus action, two weapon fighting. I could take out my rapier, and is he close enough for me to just?
Yeah, if you're dual wielding,
Yeah.
you can offhand attack.
Dual wielding as in like holding two daggers, or like just holding my rapier and then.
Yeah, so two weapon fighting applies when you have. It's either a punch or it's like a dagger or something you're holding in your offhand.
Gotcha. Okay. Is he close enough that I could attack him? Now that I'm in the room.
Yeah, you can make 2 big steps and get there.
And if I want to get that close, though.
That's a you question.
Yeah, it is because this is completely against my character. But we need to get out of here.
If I may,
okay,
if you
yes.
stay in the sphere for a second, it's close enough to Zhannan that you would still get sneak attack on the white-haired wolf with the spirit guardians.
Okay.
So you can attack her and then disengage to get into the room, as opposed to
So-
that. If that's like what
Instead
you
of
want.
leaving first and then
'Cause then she might drop the spell as
right.
well.
That is smart. I did consider that, but then I was like, oh no, get out of there. So
Because between the
No, but
between
you're
all of
right.
us, we'll probably get Buddy
yeah,
burn. So
it's true. That's true. Okay, so then yeah, scratch that. I will sneak attack her first and then disengage
yeah,
with
now you're thinking like,
another.
maximum damage.
Like evil man, I get out of here. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
make
it'd be
your attack
easier to
roll.
run away with the path not blocked too. So there's
This is
character
true.
motivation.
Okay, so I will throw another silver-plated dagger at her. This one just like a regular.
Yeah,
one.
you can use true or take a step closer and stab with your rapier.
Okay, let's do that then. I'll save my daggers for. I'm gonna need them.
Stabby.
That's an 18.
Yo, that's gonna hit.
Let's see.
+8.
Plus 8. Yeah, 18 plus 8. So that is. Oh God.
6.
No. 26. Thank you.
Mhm, that
Thank
hits.
you.
That hits. I'm beginning to question
Okay.
why I put her on the initiative order.
Okay.
Roll
so
your
that's
damage. There's a D8 plus
rapier is
4d6.
sorry, 1d8 plus 5.
It's a silvered rapier, so no resistance for her. Cry.
6. So that's a 6 plus 5. That's 11, and then 4d6. And then the silver plated. Does that have a bonus for anything?
Just that it doesn't have resistance. She doesn't have resistance against you.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So I've got my 1d8 plus 5, which was 11, and then a 1, a 5, a 5, and a 5, so that's 27. I think that's everything I add to it.
Gross.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Ian.
As you see
And then I
around
disengage.
you,
Get out of there. Or
the
dash and
spirit-
get out of there.
You see all the spiritual wolves that are surrounding her at this point freeze in place, claw at the air, and hold onto their throats as they are pulled back into the underworld. Its concentration drops. You see the life force draining from her eyes as she reaches
Oh my
forward
God.
and my life in service to you, my mother. As she falls forward, her form drops away, revealing underneath an ancient old woman, easily pushing 100 as she falls forward, and her bones shatter as they hit the ground.
No, I wanted one.
That was awesome. Yeah,
Indiscernible from the rest of the bones.
It's
in this
tragic.
Iain, in the back of your mind, you hear,
Yes, speak to me.
You know what? In this case, I don't give a shit. Let's get out of here. Give me your fucking power.
you notice that on the rapier there is no blood.
Interesting. Interesting.
As you turn your attention, you go
She was
into the
so
other room.
old, it was just dust.
There is an opportunity
Didn't even
to try and hide here, actually. I didn't think about it this way. You could hide on, like, the staircase area and, like, kind of peek around that corner.
I do that. Yes, I do that.
Roll stealth.
Okay.
It's your cunning action.
That's 19 plus 11.
Yeah,
Oh, shit,
30.
we forgot Iain.
Is
We
Iain
didn't
even
bring
there?
Iain.
Zhannan, you can, like, kind of still see Iain where you are, but, like, you're like, how? How are you so still? And are my eyes playing tricks, or are you, like, kind of blending with the rock here? What the fuck? Zhannan, it's your turn.
Glasses frames blend in with the pattern perfectly.
The locket
Her
just
name was
looks like a
Bianca,
fire
by
of
the way.
Cold
She's
War.
not on the initiative order anymore. She's dead.
Bye.
Hell yeah.
All right, I did my thing. You guys do your thing.
Okay, we've gone from werewolf retirement home to the morgue. Zhannan, your turn.
Woohoo. Becoming a little bit more afraid, I cast protection from good and evil on myself. Which they're considered undead, right? Are they aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiends, or undead?
Monstrosities.
Yeah, I believe they are monstrosities.
They're considered monstrosities?
Oh, weird.
Okay,
No, they're
well, I
actually
would know
considered
that.
humans.
Oh, weird.
What?
Thing. That's a choice.
Okay, yeah, okay. Who wrote this, Esmeralda?
So, yeah, when... It's like sheepishly looking...
not
I
one
forgot to roll
person.
initiative for Esmeralda. Oh boy. Yep, that was a terrible initiative, so it works out just fine.
Right, where does she go on?
Don't make Ian carry this fight.
so
It's not gonna
humanoid-
go well.
So when they're in their human forms, they're human. When they're in their hybrid werewolf form, they're human. And when they're in their wolf form, they're wolves. They're beasts. Yeah.
All right.
Well, maybe don't do that.
Yeah, it tracks 100%. Totally makes sense.
And because you rolled so high on your check
Knowing
before
so
we
much
started all
about...
this, you would know that.
Yes, I would know that, and I'm just gonna switch up and try and hit Milavoy with another hit. This time a Word of Radiance, which is a Constitution 14 save.
Come on, Constitution. Natural 20.
That
Getting a little bit of revenge for last week.
walls
Does it do half damage, or is that a save or suck?
section.
It's a
I didn't check. Let me check.
cantrip, so say
Yeah, save or suck.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Moving to be kind of hidden, or at least partially covered, because I'm hooded.
Yeah, Zhannan, like, after, like, missing the first one and then, like, evoking your will to try and impose another one, having that fail, like, you're kind of rethinking this. The wolves that are around you have you a little off guard.
And as my bonus action, I'm going to use my Harness Divine Power to just regain a spell slot of level 2.
That's great. Love that.
Level 1, rather.
Alrighty. I'm sorry, did you enter into the room?
I de-transformed in the hallway, so now I'm in, like, the doorway.
Yep. Okay.
It's a little bit more ahead of Iain.
Right. Esmeralda's gonna make a go. She's like, "Excuse me, darling. We've got a dance to do." As she enters into the room, drawing her own rapier, she goes to stab Milvoy. Wow, that was really bad. I rolled a 2. That missed. Second attack, much better. 21 hits. She stabs.
Definitely better.
Ooh, it's a good stab. That's 10 points of damage. Her weapon is silver, so it does, it sticks in. You see a little bit of that burning as she pulls it out. And she's going to look at you. Chop, chop, get in here. Top of the round.
Something.
Esmeralda. Actually, end of the round. Before we get to the next round, you feel the presence of Strahd getting ever closer to you. You sense that presence almost as if it were at the entrance to this cave, and how you can feel this so clearly is uncertain in your mind, but it is dread, it is fear, and also a little bit of arousal. And or friendship.
Arousal and romance are not the same thing.
It's Milvoy's turn.
Malakai?
Oh god.
Did I miss you? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, like got to 7, mate. It's
Yep.
all good.
Yep. You're right there. Yep. Go, please.
Please let me go.
Is that
Yeah, it's your turn.
Wrong extent about
things.
Okay, I will float up as high as I can get.
So high.
How high is that?
20 feet.
I'm on.
I don't know, like, so high.
I will cast Hex.
Ooh.
On Milvoy.
What ability are you targeting?
Strength.
Yep. Cool. Good. Love it.
And I'll just pull out another silver card and be like, "Is this your card?" And I'll like flick it, and as it like vibrates, like the other one that's like lodged in him, like kind of like vibrates with it, kind of has that like resonance. And like at that second, I'll cast Eldritch Blasts, throwing like 2 regular cards at him.
Gonna put you in a tree.
You'll never do
don't do that. I have control of trees.
As I said, that one of those. I said the first one like veers off as he like says that. I get that like feeling of floating through the air, helpless. Now that I can fly, never again. The first one misses. The second one is a 17.
Does hit.
Actually, can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
Yeah. Let's go.
19. So that one misses, and it'll actually like fly right past him, but like bounce off the back wall, and like they'll smash him right in the middle. Both hits, so that's 2d10s.
He meant to do that.
Yeah, totally intentional, as are all my 10 plus 2, 4, so 8, 10, 18 force damage, and 6 fire damage, and then 2d6 for the hex, which are not great. 3 more onto that.
No. Yeah.
Is he dead? Can he do it?
Malakai, how do you end Milvoy again?
As it like pulls, as they're like both closing in, and like the ears flick up, Milvoy, like Wolf Milvoy, realizes that both of the blasts are about to hit him. I'll just like pull out his tooth that I carved out of his maw last time, and I'll just be like, "Master said you're a little bitch." As it blows up and just leaves like a hole in that as like the one card that I threw into him, the silver card, just kind of like spins in place and then does.
Are there any bones from this one?
As the form, Milliboy's form drops, there's nothing there. The body falls away to dust, and this soul once again detaching from a body and going off into the mists.
I'll just keep shooting Eldritch blasts at the spirit. Like, damn it!
Yeah, you connect several times with like the soul that this creature has been given, and it is incorporeal. It does not hurt. It does not connect in that way. So as the temperature in this room drops by 5 degrees, mist beginning to swirl around the cages, Milliboy does not get a turn because Malakai finished off. But we will have it on initiative count 20, a layer action occur. Inside the cages, the specimens begin to turn. Each of them are growing. You see that Brom and Bray, oddly, are not affected by this. They do fall.
Okay, that's fine.
Appears to be unconscious.
That's easier to carry them out. They won't struggle.
Nearly a dozen new werewolves take their first transformation.
I don't know.
However, they are locked in the
Okay.
cages.
Oh, then we just walk out.
Iain, it is your turn.
Can I pick the lock on Brom and Bray's cages?
You certainly can. It
Peace out.
falls away quickly and easily. I know your wolves.
What do you get?
Yeah, I mean, if I roll bad, I've got a plus 11
Give it a
to,
sideways glance. It opens.
Sleight of hand. All right, who's strong here that can carry these 2 corpses out of here? It's time to go.
Memories of Poe.
I think you, bud.
Man, my strength is 13.
Oh, it's a lot more than mine.
Yeah. 9.
We go
I
to
am
high
tall.
five.
I am not muscular.
Okay, fine. How weighted down am I now if I throw these 2 people over my shoulders?
I'll do you one.
Weird, but like,
I'll do you one better, and I'll point the wand of polymorph at them, and look
can
at
also
Esmeralda.
yeah, Esmeralda will like engage one of her bangles. It's so
Wait, no,
expensive, you know, and doubles your spell.
I'll turn them both into frogs. Why not? Those are fun.
It doesn't
Sweet.
work.
No.
Oh no! They are already
So they're-
changed. The beasted.
Can I check them
No,
for a
Can I just
mark
lock
of
it back up and leave
Strahd?
them?
You check
Don't
them
worry.
over, and they do not have a mark of Strahd, but they do have an odd marking, a tattoo on their skin. As you pull back their shirt, you see on the back of their neck, hidden underneath their collar, they do have a mark indeed. You're not. Maybe you know what this is. You can roll history. You can also roll religion.
But we'll try hard. Well, my history is 4.
And your religion?
There's religion. Nat 1. I cannot remember
This place has you unsettled, flat-footed, off your rhythm. The wolves are encroaching on your mind, and it makes it very difficult to concentrate in this place.
Can I check them?
Is it?
Are you?
I also only have plus 4 to history. Not crazy.
Are you trained in either of these things?
And like just marks or arcana? What
Do you have
mean?
proficiency?
No. I I have a proficiency in investigation and nature
In nature, not
and medicine.
not enough. Those won't help.
Okay.
You haven't
Then
seen this symbol
never.
before,
Can I
and without study, you wouldn't know what it was.
try to cast?
Gotcha.
Guess what?
Can I cast remove curse on it?
Oh,
Does it do anything?
you can certainly attempt this.
All right. Not recognizing what it is, but knowing about Strahd's markings and that they're connected to things, I want to try remove curse like I did on everybody else to get the Strahd mark off.
Are you doing it on Brahm or Bray? First.
Baram. I don't know the difference in them.
The book doesn't either. Okay, you cast on Brahm. I'm gonna say Brahm's probably the older one. As you reach deeply and focus and put the wolves out of your mind for the moment, you bring forth your deific connection and attempt to impose the will of your god to cleanse this vessel. And in doing so, you see a brilliant burst of plumage of black feathers pour out from their body as you expel hundreds and hundreds of these things as your magic removes the mark and they are no longer cursed. Look.
All right.
Both of them are just
Link to the other one.
And you go to Bray and do the exact same thing. Again, able to keep the wolves at bay and cleanse this body, this vessel. As, again, the same thing. Black feathers pouring forth from their body, expelling out in random directions as they too are cleansed.
cool. I can also cast Mage Hand and carry them out.
Mage Hand can only carry
5
pounds.
Well, these kids malnourished in a cage are not less than 5 pounds.
Even a baby, for the most part, is not.
They aren't a single bone.
Wizards can't use Mage Hand to rock their babies.
How cute would that be?
Too cute. That's why it's not allowed. Yeah. So Brahm and Bray are cleansed of their curse.
Sweet.
You think they were one of those flying crows that we heard about not too long ago? So pick up some of the feathers.
But
But I hope they're really happy that they're not Ware things anymore. Right, and I'll point the polymorph wand at them this time and try it again.
It works. They are
I'll turn them into crows though.
okay. They are unconscious crows. Like really light footballs and carry them out of the cave.
Oh,
Yeah. Put them one. I'll put one under my hat and then hand one to Iain.
just carry one. I'll carry very carefully.
Are you?
What?
Alrighty.
The what? Sorry, the werewolf.
Are you leaving the werewolf den?
Well,
Yes.
I imagine it's going to be pretty difficult.
I need my sword. Is it in?
Not in here, and we can't get out this way, so we have to. Oh, yeah.
You search the rooms. Zhannan, you find a barrel of sand.
Yay!
As you stick your hand
Is it in there?
in there, nothing. It's just a barrel of sand.
Why do these fuckers just keep a barrel of sand around without my sword in it? This is unfair.
As you root around,
Fine,
there,
I'll
like you
find
did
another
before,
barrel of cider.
you feel the warmth as if this may have been a vessel for Dawnbringer at some point, but not recently.
So where is it now? And I can't sense it still.
What you can sense is Strahd still coming this way.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have it, right? That's what we gathered.
Well, we don't know that.
What you know is that Strahd is in this very cavern. Not next to you, like not in this
Right.
cavern, but in the den. Has
Den?
entered this
Yeah.
part of the realm. His realm.
And can I stealth get out of here?
You will have to travel out of the cave, past the wolves,
Yeah.
past the other werewolves to in there.
We have to do that anyways.
And
There's no other way out.
Strahd, also walking these cavernous halls.
I mean, but also we're
Well,
supposed to.
Well, if Strahd is in here, this room at least. Never mind.
We should definitely get out of the room. Like, I feel like the odds could really shift in their favor real quick here. So, like, notion that all the other werewolves, like, clawing at their cages. Like, those
Yeah, like
werewolves,
I
they shut
really forgot
forever.
about them.
So let's go up to Milivoy's bedroom where we first found him, and at least try and hold up there till we come up with a better plan. If Strahddy's here, I'd say we could probably pull off a little hiding trick, but I'm not sure with Daddy Fangbucks around if that's gonna work.
Can I cast protection from good and evil on myself?
We can.
Thank you. I do that.
Strahd is undead.
Yeah. Concentration up to 10 minutes, so I'm hoping that'll be enough to get me out of the cave,
Okay.
out of the den.
Yeah, we go back up to Milivoy's room and try and re-gauge the situation.
As you exit out of this room, or you get up to Melvoy's room, you see that the wolves are all in bizarre positions outside of the room, as if they are bowing towards the path in front of the doorway here. As you peek outside, you see that one of the werewolves has their head bowed in front of Strahd, who turns to you and sees you through all the eyes of this crowd, through the stone, and into your very soul. As he looks at you, he holds a hand out. And appearing in front of him is Milivoy, ethereally. Oh, pathetic creation. My, how you have failed. I have no further use of you. As his claws rend through Milivoy's soul and rend it past the mists, extinguishing it for all time.
Oh, at least that's done.
Make
You have to worry about him anymore.
Yeah. He strides forward. All of you, rise. You will not have wasted the Night Mother's gifts for this. And these ones cannot escape here alive. As he flicks his cloak and turns, you see marks of Strahd appear on all of the wolves as they rise and rush to meet you.
Fireball.
Yep. Strahd, unfortunately, had just left. So,
That's what I waited for. Yes.
Nobody saves. That was... I used up all my good rolls.
Sam, can I move? I got Hex up for an hour. Can I drop Hex onto the beefiest looking werebit buddy?
Yeah.
96. Okay, 2, 4,
Oh,
6, 8, 9, and +1 for the Hex. Well, I'll save that one. Oh, yeah. All right. 26, 31. 31 fire damage. Oh, sorry. 34 fire damage +3 from my elemental. And then +4 to Buddy for Hicks. So total 38 to 1, 34 for the others.
All of them extinguish in Malakai's fire as he burns them.
thank
all
goodness.
Yeah, I'll just like flick my cards out and it's just like it'll blow what like is left of my hair back as I like stand in the doorway and just laughing maniacally, like floating in the air, just as it like burns off 3 of the strands of hair that like remain on my head.
Oh no, the doll is coming to fruition. Yeah, the little Malakai doll is like burned away because the wolf that was like lying with it is gone now. The werewolves were elderly and also have burned away. An electrum flute seems to have survived the fire. On the walls, there were corpses that were being devoured by maggots that have been completely burned away as well.
Oh,
And in one fell swoop, you extinguished the rest of the wolves in this den.
except for the ones in the cages that were just leaving to die.
Classic. Classic, you guys.
So, can I take the
What are we gonna do with them?
I can go and finish them off if you want, as I like put my hat back on. You just see this like fucking crazy look in his eye, like I can do whatever I want now.
No. That's okay, little man. We'll just
just want
stick
Lisa.
with eliminating those that we need to. These ones are
But, like-
fresh. They haven't made a pact with Papa S yet. Who even knows if they want to
That
unify?
we know of.
They were unwillingly changed. And
Okay, but there are still wolves, and he's gonna come back, and
They're
he
like a
probably
threat to
will send them after us.
Yeah, well, or just go after
They
the
are
planet
living
hero.
beings that have not yet done anything wrong. Once
They
do
just turned
something
into
wrong,
wolves, though.
they can be threatened. Not of their own volition.
A lot of this has been against our own volition.
I gotta say,
Yes,
I'm like,
but in response to legitimate threats that have already acted or been proven a threat. Right?
Fine, whatever.
We have no orders
Can I
to kill
take
the people in cages who were
We don't have any orders to
vic-
kill the wolves either. Who's ordering us?
they were a direct threat to us. There was no other way out. I do not understand how you cannot rationalize the idea of balance, Iain. We need to leave now and leave these fuckers to their own fate. Alright, can we
like you said,
go?
it
I
wasn't
hate
their
it here.
Maybe
I
you can,
really
like-
hate it here.
can't you like remove their curse?
No. I only have so much energy.
Well, it makes sense, I suppose.
Yeah,
Sam.
there's 10, less the 2 that you didn't that couldn't turn into wolves, werewolves. There are 10 werewolves that are locked in cages downstairs.
I have
Let's
one
leave them.
spell slot.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then you can do 2 more every 8 hours, so it would take you a long. It would take like.
We're not camping out in the wolf's den.
You can spend like 3 full days here, like every 8 hours, going back and fixing them.
And Max. I'm not that dedicated, you know.
You're just gonna leave them to starve. I understand.
Stay alive.
While you've been away,
Don't be let out later.
Maybe what's his face? Father Petrovich.
Lucian?
Has Lucian? Yeah, Lucian Petrovich.
Don't use his last name, his proper title.
Yeah, all this time you just know him as Father Lucian. Never asked for that last name. Still waiting on lunch for y'all. Never. Maybe he's reached level 5. Maybe he can also help.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he'll come down.
All right, well, if we're going to leave them, then we might as well do it safely. Iain, why don't you take a crack at Millivoy's room? We'll see if we can find any goodies. And I'll start Eldritch blasting the tunnel behind us to, like, attempt to, like, collapse the... So they're really stuck down there.
Yep.
You did
Okay,
this cage.
Sure. Can I roll investigation on his room?
Yes.
I also want to take that flute. And I also want to take any bones I can stuff into my bag.
You do.
It's so many bones.
Amazing. Okay, investigation. Stop stalling. All right.
Falling in the distance, you look around the room.
Good God. So that is a 17. 10 plus 7.
Yep, touche. Okay. So while you are looking around in here, why? You do. Interesting. While you shuffle around in here, what you do find is a secret room that you are able to open. Inside of this room, you see that there are a circle of stones and an incredible amount of gore that lines the walls, the ceiling, the floors. I should also mention that this actually extends outside. This actually opens up into a cliff ledge that juts out from the mountain, overlooking a steep 200-foot drop. Inside this ring,
Can I?
is like the gore that I described earlier. You see the splattered blood and gnawed bones in this area, with marrow sucked out of them. Again, definitely humanoid bones. You see several spears
Can I
that
take
meant
the bones?
you can take the bones.
Thank you.
They are broken in
Hairless
unique ways. You noticed that a few of them have spiral fractures, which is incredibly painful looking. Splinters from being chewed on after having been torn off of bodies. It's a gruesome sight, but feeds your soul.
Damn right. Okay, let me just add all of that to my.
In a pinch, this is a great way to escape, should you be able to survive the fall.
Feather fall, right?
Oh,
That would work.
that is true.
I can drop protection from good and evil because we good.
Well, you don't have to. Feather falls and concentration. Just an effect.
Oh, it's true. It's true. It only lasts for 1 minute though, so we'd have to.
It's okay.
You fall at 60 feet around, so you would be down in 3 rounds, so 18 seconds to hit the ground.
Okay, sweet.
And I can fly,
okay.
so guide us.
Yeah, this is a great way to escape.
Excellent.
You
Okay,
know, though, that you have also cleansed all of the werewolves from this realm. Every werewolf,
From the realm?
every werewolf that was currently in Barovia is now dead.
Or trapped down there.
I'm just gonna say they died. You collapsed just the entrance? Nah, you collapsed the whole thing. It's all gone. They're gone.
How's that for
I
balance?
didn't make it then.
They were unnamed NPCs, and they will remain that way. They will only live in your memory.
With the den being empty, can I walk through the other rooms and look for Dawnbringer and see if
Yeah, let's strip this place clean.
display or something?
As you think back on when you saw Strahd, you notice that he was not gesturing with his usual dominant hand. The same hand that had gripped Dawnbringer. He was using his right instead of his left.
So he had it, and then the werewolves had it, and now he has it. Fucker.
Esmeralda looks at you. That's shit.
Yeah. Well, shit. Where's my sword? My companion, my fellow god, I need him back.
Well, you haven't tried to change your fortune, have you?
You mean the fortune that you gave us?
I don't
The fortune I tried to
think
give
so.
you, don't recall that I am not really brought to
We had to go to the other person that was much better at it.
If you could find her again, perhaps some guidance could be lent there. Or, I could attempt it again. I make no promises. But
Where was
you
the
haven't done anything to
one who's
change
better?
fate. Perhaps it is still on course. Iain, as you float down to the ground, you see from this vantage point a bright, glowing green light, bigger than all the rest in the distance.
I walk towards it.
You cannot. It was very far away. It's in the distance.
Oh, okay. Well, then-
You feel drawn to this place. You feel like a connection, a source of unlimited power that you could tap. If only you could touch it. It calls.
I did just jump out of a cave without telling anybody too. That's not great.
I mean, they're with you, aren't they? Or did you purposely not with them?
Well, I didn't know I jumped yet because Zhannan was still looking in the cave.
Yeah,
So-
if you're just on the top of this vantage point, though, like from looking over this circle of stones, you see that in the distance.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just standing on the bench.
Pulsing light.
Gotcha.
And just very vivid and powerful.
Okay. Malakai, can you come into this disgusting room, please? I have a question.
Yeah, complaining.
What is that? I gestured to the green light.
Take a look out into the trees. Do I see a ominous light?
You see the landscape of Barovia. Sans green light.
Which part are you pointed at?
The big green light in the middle of the landscape. It's huge. How do you not see it?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Malakai, all you can see in
What is
the
it?
direction that Iain is pointing is a hilltop, cleared of trees except for one.
Just, I think it's got and well, it's like hard to explain, like it's something.
Right.
It's for sure. I can definitely see that you're pointing at the tree on a hill, and wow, just absolutely wow. Good eye, Iain.
Should I insight check to see if he's fucking with me? Because he would be able to tell.
You decide. No roll required. You decide.
What is my insight? Oh, this could go very poorly. All right, excellent. Hold on. That's a 16. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it lower.
I rolled a 21.
Right.
He's not fucking with you.
So honest.
Legitimate.
Jeez, it did right.
Legitimate magicians.
He's the most
Okay.
honest magician out
Well, maybe we should go towards the glowing light next. I mean, unless you guys have another plan of what we
I
do.
want to try and find the nest, but Esmeralda, I want to come in here and take a look at this cool green light.
Green light.
Yeah, the green light in the distance.
I don't suppose you know where the nest is for the Ware ravens or what have you. Have you ever come across something like that in this land? We did get a bit of a
Suspicions of
fortune.
who may and may not be. But I've never discerned what side they're on.
Or maybe they're on their own side. Something I can relate to personally, and maybe even yourself.
That is possible. Well, if we wish, we could venture back to the vineyard. Have you been there yet? The Visit Divine?
Oh yeah, we totally decimated that
yeah.
place. Not a lot
Yeah,
of
that-
drink
that was
coming out of
Might they
it.
have fallen back to a different location?
Yeah, that may be because the wizards that were there caring for it vanished. After we had dealt with the druids there.
I
And,
think we should just take them back to Valaki. They are Brahmin prey.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we'll drop the kids off, but, like, after that... I did forget we had the kids.
I mean, they would know. Well, we can, why don't I take them back? You go and discover this green light, and I'll ensure that they are safe.
Yeah, it's the green light over there. I'll point at the wrong place.
Like, she looks
No,
at us like,
it's over here. You said you could see it.
Oh, yes, of course, sorry.
Don't-
Just, there's like another flash there.
do you make a flash happen?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, are you pointing to Yesterhill?
Holy
Is there a
fuck.
green flash going on over there?
Yeah, can't you see it? It's so bright.
I saw it once. And I'm
Once?
choosing to believe it wasn't you. Look,
I don't know
take
what
the
it
children
is.
back. I'll reunite them with their family at the Bluewater Inn. Owain will probably be quite ecstatic. He doesn't have much family left.
Tell the innkeeper also that the marshals of Valaki, the misfits, they're the ones that did it. Just make it real clear, because I just, like that guy. I want him to like me. I think we're getting close to being buds. It's just important to me. It's, maybe not just getting your child back, but...
So, are we all going to Valaki? Do you want me to go to Valaki? Do you want?
No, you go to Valaki, you take, and I'll, take my hat off, and I'll pull the, an unconscious crow out. Hey, you better
I
get
hand
those
over
on your
mine as
wagon.
well.
It's only got about half an hour
The
before they
urge to throw these is just exceptional. They're so aerodynamic.
rude. Though.
I'm sure they could fly if you did.
Well, I mean, they take
Poe could throw one of these. What?
So maybe we'll take them and put them on your wagon, and then you can transport their unconscious bodies back to town. We'll press on to what you call it, Yesterhill?
Yesterhill.
Yesterhill, all
What is-
right.
What is there to find there?
Whatever that green flashing is, I think you need to figure out whatever is going on there. Who wants
You
to
don't know?
carry the bag of Poe?
I guess I will because I'm the only one who's.
Yeah, comically, Esmeralda has placed Poe into a backpack. A foot and an arm
Perfect.
on either side are kind of dangling out of it, flopping foot and hand. The head, thankfully, is concealed within.
Get it? Let's get it.
I don't know, whenever
All right,
Poe's
I
going to
shoulder
knit
the
themselves back together, I'm sure she'll be happy to rejoin you, but I don't really understand how this works.
And she's gonna be so disappointed she missed the big werewolf fight.
Yeah, well, she still had a hand in it, and I'll like high five the hand that's sticking out of the bag.
Somehow it's colder and clammier than you remember.
Well, my hands are pretty clammy.
Just two
adds
cold,
to it.
clammy hands.
I'm support
That weird, like, when they make contact, that little bit of, like,
Yeah.
well, the power of friendship.
Alt campaign.
Squelching high
All right, well, good luck, Esmeralda. Wish us luck, too. If there's anything that pops in your head about Yesterhill that could be of terrible import before we arrive there, it'd be really greatly appreciated.
This, I don't go there often. There's rumors of some really nasty druids that live there. Maybe you can bargain with them or stop whatever weird plan they have going on. If they're making green lights appear, that can't be good.
Maybe I could
Definitely.
steal their livers too.
Yo, what?
Nothing.
Yeah, we met the unsortly lot, some of them already, and looked like they were in league with the old, what's his butt? So, I think we got it, is what I'm trying to say. No need to worry about the misfits.
Very well, Misfits. I shall take my leave, returning these children, and I will meet up with you. I will try to make it back to Yesterhill as quickly as possible.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Good luck on the road, and watch your back.
You too.
And she hops up on the wagon and goes off into the darkness on the path you came in on.
All right, Iain, you want to lead us on the way?
I thought you could see it.
Yeah, but I'm real short, and it's not easy to see above the trees and
Right,
stuff.
right.
Can you have a better purview? Whatever.
Do
As I fly.
Yeah, or do I just feel it like? Not exactly.
do you want to head there
Do I
right
feel
now,
like a
or would you
fool?
like to rest before you go?
I would like
Well,
a nap.
I mean, I
A proper
gonna say
good
I'm
night's
fine,
sleep
but
would be
then-
nice.
It's a rest. Okay, yeah.
At least 4 hours.
I mean, we could sleep on the turn. It's empty. It's dry.
Yeah, let's go. Well, let's just barricade
Yeah.
ourselves in. We didn't find any other goodies in the werewolf
Yeah. Did we find
den,
anything
did
else?
we? Like any?
Yeah, you
Sweet
search a
treats.
little bit more up there, sure.
Yeah. Well, we'll just spend the
Yeah,
night
if we're
like
staying the
stripping
night
the
in the
joint,
lake.
and then we'll fortify Malavoy's room with the emergency exit in case somebody comes flexing.
Yeah, the one room you didn't really explore much. There were,
He's the right side.
there's a bit of a shrine in this room. You can see that this is where there are bodies that are being devoured by maggots. You having burned the other ones. There is symbols and sigilry towards the I keep saying Night Mother, but Mother Night is what the book says, so please forgive me. Mother Night is saying there. You notice that underneath these bodies, there's a masculine and feminine presenting humanoid that are the two of them are being eaten. It says beings underneath, and then in the subscript it says, when the flesh of these corpses has been eaten away, the pack searches for new offerings to take their place. That doesn't rhyme. That's not cool. I'm not happy. Mother Night, get better. So you know that once these things are devoured, or maybe just before they're fully devoured, the werewolves would hunt for 2 more humans and then switch them out.
Not anymore.
You also find a massive pile of treasure, like ridiculous amounts.
Slick.
You see coins of all mintages. These are all foreign coins. They're not from here. You find like over 5,000 pieces of copper. Welcome in, Raiders. Good to see you, Tangible. Thanks for coming over. Hope your stream was good. So yeah, you got 4,500 copper, 9,000 pieces of silver, 250 pieces of gold. You've got gemstones of all sorts and varieties.
I'll take the gemstones.
There's like 30 that are of a smaller denomination, and then there's 7 like large diamond-shaped beauties that are worth about 100 gold apiece. You also find that there are pieces of gold jewelry, finely wrought gold like cloak pin. You find it's got like shards of jet in there, so there's beautiful black stones. An ivory drinking horn engraved with dancing dryads and satyrs and pipe players, and it's very fey looking. And
Can I take the drinking horn?
you sure can. And you also find some ornate electrum sensor with like platinum filigree, a little bit of material left that you could probably light it one more time.
What's a sensor?
The sensor's like the thing you just like swing back and forth, and it's got smoke inside that's used in churches.
Takey. That is on my belt.
Yeah, is it?
Well, it's like I'll ritually cast Identify and like on all the like nifty looking items that we find. Just put them in the circle, guys, and I'll take a quick look. Make sure we don't get fucking Iain'd.
Am I on Earth?
Well, you know, when you just pick things up and use them, sometimes this place takes a piece.
Do you drink from the horn, Iain?
Nothing in it.
There's nothing in it right now, but you could put something in there. It is a drinking horn.
I'm so tempted, but now Malakai, I don't want to prove him right.
Put it in the identify circle, damn it.
Fine, I do.
You identify it as it has no magical properties.
Sweet, I take it back.
All you. Hey, thanks for being diligent.
Oh, that's not true. It does have a magical property. As you identify it, it's Malakai. You discover that this item is cursed.
Do I know the nature of the curse?
You do know the nature of this curse. It is cursed by Mother Night. Anyone that sees
what?
this pile is cursed with her curse. You return the item to break this curse.
Wait, okay, so then is us gathering it all in the... Yeah, I was gonna say, it's us gathering it then. Technically taking it.
Technically taking it. With the identify spell, you come to the understanding that every night until you are cured, you will suffer horrible nightmares and the darkest of dreams, lasting from dusk to dawn.
I don't dream.
For the duration of your curse, you
at
can
least
no
we had
longer
a-
benefit from the effects of a short or long rest.
All right, Zhannan. Let's get this shit on the road.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use my remove curse to remove it from myself, then get some sleep, then remove it from y'all.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
we leave everything here.
You do so. You spend the next day. So you wake up the next morning. And Malakai and Iain have not rested. They are suffering from
No.
horrible dreams. Iain, you become a tree in your dream that is 50 feet tall, and you stomp all over Valaki, destroying everything, and your friends included. And the worst part comes at the end when you scoop up the lifeless bodies of your friends and devour their livers. Malakai, you dream of a magic show gone horribly wrong. With your friends in attendance, you watch as magic takes effect of your body, growing the longest mane of hair you could ever imagine. And worse, it's beautiful. It's shiny. It's radiant. It gets in the way of everything. Every magic trick that you make, cards in your hair, pulling hair out of your rabbit hat, your greatest fear comes true as you are successful in being a children's magician. And that long road puts a chill sweat down your back as you awaken, and both of you do not gain the effects of a long rest. Zhannan, as you wake up to see your friends clammy, pale, more than usual. Do you need to remove this curse?
Yeah. Oh, remove their curses.
Burning through both your third level spell slots, you are able to remove this curse.
All right.
2 of my 3.
Oh, right, you have 3 now.
And then we're back to our start.
Wow,
But at least
guys,
you're
I'm
back
so
to
tired.
full
We
health.
should take another 4-hour nap.
You know what? I didn't get any sleep last night, so I'm so down for that. We'll delay. I'm sure the green light.
Yeah,
will
you
wait.
guys can't. You guys couldn't long rest up until now, so.
Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I only need a few hours, really, maybe even just one. I don't sleep anymore. It was
I
just
do.
recently, like when my head won't let me sleep. Just gonna
Yeah,
stare
that's a
at
bit
that.
strange and concerning, but you know, to each their own sleep schedule, I guess.
Got our shit.
I could use another 4. Ian, you want to nap?
I could use at least 3 or 4. Yes, just something. Just
Well, we're gonna need
Go
all
into
that
this
to get
no
rid of
sleep.
this exhaustion, I figure.
yeah.
And you sleep again?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I need
Long or
to
short
know-
rest.
Yeah, are you doing a long or short rest?
I'll.
Well, can we, well, maybe we should get out of here, as a thought. Like, just quickly get out of here and see if we can find somewhere to hole up, and then kind of sleep the rest of this off. But maybe we should get some
Yeah, I'm
distance
getting-
between us in this place.
I'm getting weird vibes. I'm getting weird vibes from this place all of a sudden.
I would
I can
rather
make it
sleep in the woods.
Let us hear.
Honestly. Or like under some moss. I don't prefer it to a comfortable home, but you know, I prefer it to a cave.
Well, if we find a good enough place, I have a new spell I'd like to try.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll vacate and try to find a reasonable place along the way towards Yesterhill, and I will ritually cast Tiny Hut, which will embiggen my hat to a 10-foot area of an immobile dome of force that springs into existence, and then 9 creatures can fit inside.
Lovely.
And it'll look like just a giant 10-foot version of my hat. As I throw it in the air and it gets that big and lands on the ground around us. It will form the inside of the dome, and you see the inside of the hat is actually quite elaborate. There's a little couch in there and a bunch of pillows and some curtains draped off, all of it kind of that deep red to match the band, with a little bit of the purple accents that Zhannan added to my suit jacket when he fixed it. It looks kind of like a hookah lounge, but all the fabrics in there are just a little singed, and the smell of burning fires kind of very present. It's quite smoky at the top, as if you are in a hookah lounge. Just we can rest in here, and nothing can harm us for 8 hours.
As you say nothing can harm us, you hear a knock at the door.
Ramus.
And because you can see out of it,
Yeah.
you're not sure how you're being perceived by it, but there appears to be a familiar gentleman at your door. As you see Strahddy Zarevich knocking.
Oh, you can't come in.
So,
And I'll just look down at this thing that I had Van Richten write down on my hand when he was telling us all about vampires. And I was like, you cannot enter.
truly a shame. You think you are safe behind your wall? Wait till morning. You may have...
Yeah, you're gonna wait till morning?
But I will have you as my prize.
Okay. Now, again, just really trying to establish boundaries that you really don't seem to respect. Maybe you have some more werewolves that need to be barbecued, because it's about as good as they were. So hopefully you got more minions that are useful eventually, just for your sake, not mine. I'm kind of good, and I'll lean back on one of the couches and just kind of throw my...
See Strahd twitch as he raises his left hand and quickly
Oh, God.
changes to his right. As you notice, his left hand is completely darkened and black. As he picks up with his right
Hell yeah.
he blinks backwards and picks up one of the largest trees in the grove and tosses it in your direction. Of course, the tiny hut is unaffected.
Hey, watch the felt on the hat, buddy. It's hard to fix once it gets damaged in the middle like that. Rude.
Just the entire area is surrounded by mist as his body disappears within it. And the mist will menace the outside of your hat, but not affect you.
Done.
Bit of a crybaby.
Great. Yeah, no kidding. I curl up on the floor under my jacket and take a long rest.
Okay.
And because I don't...
I'm assuming we're doing a long rest.
light activity, can I attempt, while Iain is comfortably sleeping, I'll wait for a little bit. Can I attempt to make the identify circle around Iain and the staff? As stealthily and
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it. Absolutely. He will not wake up. He had the worst night of his life, and he's fucking out.
Yep. You finish drawing the circle and identify as you cast it ritually.
I'll just get Zhannan like, hey buddy, could you just like wait? Like I don't know if the curse again is gonna like flip out or something. Like just get ready to like contain Iain if things get crazy. I don't want to hurt them.
Gotcha. I'm hovering over his sleeping body, ready to just lay on him if he wakes up. Pin him down.
Use some of those chains he got. Or maybe that's freaky. That needs consent. Never mind.
These are more aesthetic. They wouldn't quite hold up.
Yeah, another person. Aesthetic camping. So much expectation, so little delivery. So I cast Identify.
Oh my god.
As you complete Identify, knowledge fills your mind of a deep, dark curse, the effects of which you never seen before. This is called the Gulthius Curse.
The girthy ass curse.
Yes. Ian's girthy ass is suitable only for this. It is
That's so
being
funny.
shaped.
That boy is a twin. He has no ass.
I know, it's got like nothing, and like this curse is just like
There's
slowly
nothing going on
and
back
like
there.
unnoticeably making Ian's pants a little bit tighter as we've adventured.
Ever since he got that staff, he just got so thick.
Yeah, the staff.
They knew
the
something
staff-
was
it's
wrong.
the
Not
staff
a
of
bad
Zhannan
attitude.
is
It's
rising
you
with
found
staff of
bad
thick
attitude.
ass.
Yeah, that's really where all of Ian's new confidence is coming from. Mini cheek.
Oh my god.
It's just stored in the ass.
You learn
Yeah.
more about the nature of this curse. Ian's body is being converted into a vessel for the Gulthius, the soul of the Gulthius. The more Ian uses its power, the more organs Ian collects, the closer Ian becomes to his being suitable for replacement.
Do I understand the like? I guess the intention of the curse. Is there like a roll, like an arcana with like wisdom or something?
No, the intention is pretty clear. The whatever being is attempting to possess Ian's body needs Ian to be a perfect vessel before they can do so. The curse shapes Ian's vessel to become that,
Okay.
to fulfill that. The only means of breaking this curse, as Identify will tell you, is that of a wish spell or fulfilling the curse.
Copy that. I'll just look up to Zhannan and just say, fucking drama. Holy shit, this thing is not good. It's basically devouring Iain.
Well, shit.
I don't know how they're going to take that kind of information, and I don't think we can stop it from happening. All we can try and do is prevent the use of this awful thing.
I guess.
Or give it to somebody else. I could take it. Maybe that will help.
No. I think you've got enough of your own shit going on, buddy. I think,
Like I said,
you know, the fact that your hat won't let you sleep is a little bit concerning. Kind of like Ian's staff won't let him not be a douchebag. So
I don't
there's
think
kind
he's
of
thinking
parallels.
He's just a young man, like, discovering his confidence in those cheeks. I mean, I don't quite remember this when we first met in the mist, but
Yeah, okay, he's put on some cake, but he's also put on an attitude.
Yeah, each
Well,
part
that's-
of you that Strahd sees, and like each part of each arc that Strahd sees in you, it's very clear which part Iain has himself.
Damn, boy, you got my dead ex's dad.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna add that to his little note.
A gulpy ass that won't quit.
Oh my
Uh,
I mean, sure, I'm worried for
I mean, you don't.
Morta's soul, but also, like, we could use some more power to try and defeat the Fang boy. I mean, we might be talking a lot of shit right now, but, honestly, if he's in the room with us, we'd be fucking over. We don't know exactly who made this curse or where it came from, but we do know the druids were up to some heinous shit, and they might have been influenced by Fango, but but the druids also might have been working against him.
Maybe. Even if they weren't, that doesn't mean that their power can't exactly be co-opted to work against him. And considering that Iain is on our side and against him at this moment, and I mean, he seems a bit more susceptible to persuasion, but he doesn't seem outright dedicated to McFangface, right? So, I don't love him having it, but as long as it doesn't get used all the time, he'll be fine, right? Like, we can't remove the connection. The most that I could do is maybe break his attention for a couple of minutes and we could steal it away, but then what?
Yeah, but it's not going to get rid of the curse at all, I don't think. I think it might just turn him into a violent maniac. And we've seen what Iain did to some of those werewolves. That was there with not fucking around. That's how I would describe that.
I would rather...
I don't want to be on the end of that. That'd kill me in one round.
Yeah. Maybe this hill that we're supposed to go to has answers. I don't know. He seems super intent on going there, which
be
also
honest,
concerns me.
I couldn't see the green light. I was just lying. I think it's
Oh, great!
something in with this thing. So we're kind of like, that's why I'm talking to you. Very secretly, of course. Stay with me. If you're like... But we're getting really close to somewhere, and like, I just don't want to lose control of it. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. I do worry not having Dawnbringer with me. If we can contain him, should he go homicidal maniac, especially amongst other potentially dangerous people at a place that he's magically drawn to that you can't even see because of some magical light that he can see because of his staff. I mean, it feels like we're just walking into a place where he's going to have all of this power and we're not going to be able to contain him. And that worries me. I mean, I know for a fact that he's bleeding a little bit evil. He's pretty fucked up. He's getting a little lost in the sauce. And this kid was not like that even a couple days ago. That's concerning.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't noticed it quite as much, clearly, but, there's other things at play that,
Of course you have.
we've all gone through quite a bit. We're all away from our family. We know that's important to you, although it's pretty tight-lipped about his secrets. One thing that, I think you're right, but I just don't know where else to go. If this power that we're heading towards has something to do with the land, and we know who thinks that they're all that in the bag of biscuits, that they're like, if they can withstand that, or mortify it. Like that was Fango's wine that was turned into monsters by these druid creatures. Like, I think there's a power there that we need. I just think that we just got to keep a very close eye on Iain for the next little bit, and I think we'll definitely need Poe's help, and I'll like smack Poe like one of the pieces of her corpse that are like laid out in proper order, like autonomical order, and just kind of like, nope, not ready, not done cooking yet.
Well,
It's like trunk.
when she regains her energy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have to keep an eye on him, I guess, and make sure that he doesn't get too far gone.
Yeah, I feel like we almost need one of those kiddo leashes, you know, like you got the harness on the little
Oh,
breast
yeah.
that's like about to run away at the groceries.
You know, if your hat can sacrifice some fabric, we can make him one and strap him in before he wakes up.
Again, I think he'll go fucking ballistic. Like, I'm not really ready to be on the other side of that rapier. You see that in the fight? Iain was ready to throw the rapier like a fucking maniac.
Yeah, no. Fucking
That almost
this
wasn't called
second
Millivoid.
buzz
It was,
first.
but that was fucking scary.
Good.
It's certainly a move.
Yeah. All right, well, we're basically talking at full volume now, so maybe we should just call it
He's
off.
pooped.
Yeah.
He's
too.
He's
I might-
I need at least 4 hours.
I definitely need to rest.
Oh my god.
Alright, well,
That's so fucking funny.
that's good.
So as
Plan
night
B.
comes
Good
to
night.
close,
Yeah, I'll walk over to and in the corner, like, of this, like, fancy room, like, on the wall, there's, like, a portrait that looks almost like the image of, like, a tarot card. But it's, like, a strange creature with, like, large, bulby eyes, and these, like, multiple colors. They almost look like flame, licks of flame that are, like, different colors that are, like, placed together in, like, a geometric shape, like, form this, like, massive body that almost itself looks like a marionette with like a large mask and like two large arms that like stick out, and it's like eyes that are like in this portrait, like on this image that looks like, and at the bottom is just some strange writing, like it looks like a tarot card, and when you stare at the eyes for too long, it looks like it's like watching you a little bit. And before we go to bed, like, I'll just walk up and I'll be like, come on, mate, they're friends. And it's just for a night. Everything's fine. And I'll just, like, lay down in front of it, but, like, in a really weird position. Like, not, like, laying down like I'm getting, like, a restful sleep. Like, I'm on my knees with, like, my arms, like, laid out back, and my, like, head just, like, cranked up, and I'm just, like, zoned right out. Like, you feel like I'm asleep with my eyes open, just, like, staring at this painting, and you're like, this guy goes in his hat every single night. Like, this is what
Yeah.
he does in here every single night. And he's totally...
Damn, bitch, you live like this.
When Iain wakes up the next morning, is there any sign of the circle?
no,
Left?
but
Okay.
as you wake up the next morning, do you have a particular growth on your arms? As you pull
Hello?
yourself back, you notice that your arms are a little bit mossy and barky, as if you were wearing bracers of bark, but they are scabs and pieces of your skin that have transformed into tree bark. It is a dark wood.
Sam,
But
how did
not
you know that I was obsessed with tree people? As a young child. Spiders like tree people? That was my shit.
Maybe I did
Oh
say so.
god. Oh my god.
I asked some
It's a my
questions.
child.
Maybe your friends say
Oh, we're
things when
done.
you're not around. I don't know. Were you asleep?
Hey, just gaslighting paranoid.
Yeah, completely.
Come on, that's a great question. You talking to my sister?
No. But what this does
My
allow
God, okay.
you to do is that you gain access to the druid spell list.
Hell yeah.
Your
Hell
staff,
yeah.
you make
Hell
druid
yeah.
spells at their level for each charge +1. So if you're casting a second level
Sorry, can
druid
you
spell, it would be 3 charges from your staff.
Okay,
D&D Beyond is not
Druid
equipped for
spell.
this kind of homebrew, so good luck.
that's okay. I'm just gonna write it down. So druid spells are equal to
Yeah, you have to make
a
multiple.
charge.
Or
And
someday it will be, but not anytime soon.
So level 1 equals 1 charge. Level 1 equals 2 charges. Level 2 equals 3 charges.
Right.
Okay. So that kind of 1 to 2 ratio. Thank you.
It's 2 charges on my wand back.
And Iain, for every long rest we take until you deal with this curse, the bark will continue to grow across your body, and new and interesting powers may be unlocked.
It's just such a struggle because I want him to stay human, but also this is so much actually struggling right now about what I want to do with him. Okay.
After 8 hours, the spell fades, the hat rises into the air, shrinks to its normal size, and pops back onto my head, and we are within the midst of Barovia again.
The mists are still lingering, and they, for a moment, choke you a little bit, and then they leave.
Daddy! As I wake up from my nap.
Apparently, I'm at the safe word, so they're gone. And with that, we'll head towards Jester Hill and end our session right there. Congratulations. Werewolves are no threat to you, so we will have to come up with something bigger and stronger, and I'm very impressed with how you handled yourselves today. Well done. All right. For those of you sticking around with us, thank you so much for spending all this time with these lovely misfits and Phallomancers. We will be writing right out and join some more of our friends in the Tabletop space. One last time, remember, we're fundraising for the Trans Empowerment Project. This funds things like gender-affirming care, as well as access to many resources, including education for those that are curious about or trying to experience different parts of our community. So please support us by donating to the link below, which is right here. And we will see you next week for another thrilling adventure in Barovia. Bye for now.